What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm on my way. Okay. All right, welcome to the stream. What's up, ATF Media, Leo Fordhammer, Cody Turbo, Humble King, it's me, Izzy, Jerry, JC. Man, I had a great time with that Juggalo show yesterday. We'll definitely we'll go back there sooner rather than later. Because I think we can, once we're caught up, it's not like it's an ongoing thing. We'll just have to wait a couple weeks in between episodes. But yeah, I thought it was pretty entertaining stuff. Today we're going to watch Memphis 1980, starting with February 9th. The next three shows. The next one that we're watching, not this first episode, but the second episode, is the Memphis feed, which means it's half an hour longer. So keep that in mind if you're budgeting your time. We'll go over by like 45 minutes probably today or something. It was entertaining. Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. It was pretty much like what I hoped it was going to be, I think. But I figured, with modern wrestling, they dropped the ball. But I don't know if I'll be back this afternoon. Let's see what time I get done. Any news? I don't think there's any news that I can think of. Monday, we'll be back with McHenry in the morning. XPW in the morning on Tuesday. Wednesday will be Bethadone versus Grace finally. Thursday we'll return to prime time. And then Friday we'll be back with Memphis Wrestling. I don't know what I'm doing in the afternoons of any of them. At the Saginaw venue for wrestling, the free standing room tickets are behind 3 rows of seats. So you won't be in the front row unless you fork over $20 a seat. What's wrong with that? $20 ain't bad if for front row. All right, hang on. Do I have this ready to go? Okay. All right, here we go. CWA, this is February 9th, 1980. What's up, Icy Bird? The audio on this one was like really fucked up. Hopefully it'll get fixed by the next episode. I can't drink until 9:40.
We're trying to snap ourselves around here in shape and get ready to go with big action today. Hello again, everybody. Championship Wrestling just about to begin. Dave Brown and Lance Russell right along ringside, and Davey looks like a dandy today.
Oh, we have a full
Hey,
card
Jeremy.
today. Opening match, Jerry Ralph will be in here. He will be going against Ken Lucas in a single match.
Suffer.
And Tony Eaton takes on Rick Gibson. It'll be Jimmy Valiant going against Robert Gibson in a single match. Steve Regal, Rick Morton as a tag team. They'll be going against the Big Assassins. And then, in the expiration of time match today, Sugar Bear Harris, Bill Smithson taking on Paul Ellering and the superstar Bill Dundee.
And I'll tell you what.
Hold on a second. Oh, God. Okay, here we go.
We have
Sorry.
got everybody that is anybody that is here today on Championship Wrestling for a fact.
Yeah, Dave's hair looking good.
Dave, I'd like to say something else. There's been a big controversy about the assassins from the home of champions, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and their mask and using something in their mask and all. And I will tell you there's a controversy. I don't have to tell you. I think most of you wrestling fans. We've had a discussion, and the assassins have said, we want to show you what we have developed internally, a karate-type move with our head and all. And they have acknowledged that they will, in fact, give a demonstration today, which we're going to...
Yeah, Mr. Electricity. What's up, Media Hits? Ken Lucas was also an accomplished cornerback. Haven't we seen... Ken Lucas has been in Memphis the past few weeks, right? Or months. Sugar Bear Harris is Kamala? Yeah, I think so.
To be interested in seeing on...
Haven't we been hearing about him? They've been kind of building him up.
Championship Wrestling, because I've got a question or two I want to ask him about it. All of that coming up a little bit later. Let's get ready for Ken Lucas stepping in here in the ring on Championship Wrestling. Back in just a moment.
Oh, man, did you see that? Oh, God damn it.
Wrestling back in just a moment.
Scott Baio in the crowd. Look at the widest variety of people at this show.
And I want you to get a free autographed picture of me, Bill Dundee, in person at Winter Furniture, Sunday, February the 24th at 1 to 4 p.m. Register to win a free living room suite. I want you to be at Winter Furniture, Sunday, February the 24th, 1 to 4.
Okay, here's what I don't understand. Bill Dundee, God tier promo. What's the problem here? He's behaving like he's never been on camera in his life. I don't get it. Is it just different for him since it's not wrestling? It's harder for him to do?
4 p.m. because I'll be there to shake your hand. Winter Furniture, 2530 Dixie Highway.
A one-fall, 15-minute time limit match from Nashville, Tennessee, 263 pounds. On the left of your screen, Jerry
Tugboat.
Ralph. And going against him from Las Vegas, Nevada, 221 pounds.
What's up, G Thanks? What's up, Dave? Suffa Jerry? Ethan's brother, Jerry, making another appearance.
Ken Lucas. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Paul Morton.
Okay.
He's got an AWA ref shirt on.
Okay. The referee says, let's get him off. Get ready. Bell time. And here we go with the opening bell.
Kenny Lucas. Jerry Ralph. Ralph with a headlock. Lucas puts him into the rope. Bottom part of the foot. Upper part of the arm. And Jerry Ralph.
Florence Henderson.
Ken Lucas drops with the lower leg. Lucas up. Lucas with the hold, breaks it now. Drops Ralph back down to the mat.
Oh, man.
Kenny
Man, that camera didn't pull away. It zoomed in on the impact, didn't pull away or anything.
Leg in here. That's legal. Long as they use the point of the knee. There's a knee lift. And Jerry Ralph hits the mat. Ken Lucas got to be a heavy favorite. He's giving away considerable weight. There's a cover. One.
Good
Count
gut
is
health.
two, and that's all he gets. 2 count. Jerry Ralph into the rope.
I want to see if there was any AI used in the movie I watched
foot as
last
he
night.
came off of there. Been all Ken Lucas so far. We're a minute 15 seconds into the action.
Wow, it says not only was AI not used to produce the chimpanzee character in the 2025 horror movie Primate, but the director made a deliberate creative choice to avoid both AI and CGI, relying entirely on old school practical effects to make the film. If you haven't seen it, it's actually really good.
Cover one.
Like if you like old school, like it reminded me of like 70s horror. Like I don't know if you guys have ever seen Shockma or any of the other like nature run amok movies from back in like the 70s or the 80s, but Primate like captures that perfectly. It's got one of the best chimps ripping off somebody's faces scenes I've ever witnessed.
2.
And I've seen a
Right
lot of them.
shoulder up. Jerry Ralph prevents the 3 count. He rolled just enough to get his right shoulder up off the mat.
And then he wonders why Harvey's always talking shit about him with AI. Or about AI. It is not a horror no, dude, it's not a horror comedy. Like, I'm not trying to say it's like super dark or whatever, but compared to the other horror movies I've seen the last few years, like Primate is way darker, it's way more grim. There's really not a lot of humor in it. I mean, I think parts of it are funny, but that's, you know, I don't think a normal audience would.
Ken Lucas.
It's a real simple concept. They just go to this girl. Her dad is a deaf guy. He won an Oscar, I think, a few years ago for a movie about deaf people. He taught this chimpanzee to sign or whatever. It's supposed to be like a really smart chimp. And this chick is bringing all of her like Gen Z girlfriends home with her for like a homecoming at this tropical paradise where they live somehow raising a chimp. But anyway, the chimp just goes bananas and it's a fucking great movie.
With the knee lift. Puts Jerry Ralph down to the mat.
The chimp looks a little goofy, but I mean, with practical effects, you kind of, It looks good enough, like it's believable.
Ken round behind. Sleeper hold. Let's see.
Yeah, it's not a comedy. No, it's brutal. It can't, especially compared to other, like, where horror is otherwise. That, at least the stuff that I've seen recently.
Referee Paul Morton right there checking it out. This is probably going to be it. Yeah. Referee says ring the bell. That is it. Ken Lucas got around behind him and got the sleeper hold on Jerry Ralph. And Kenny steps through the ropes without waking Ralph up. Referee handling that. Jerry Ralph slowly coming back around. So the win goes to Ken Lucas in 2 minutes, 18 seconds of action.
I'll tell you what, when you get in there with Ken Lucas, you got action. That's
Yes, sir.
a living fact right
All
there.
the way.
We got plenty more of it, too. We're going to have a chance to see Rick Gibson in action, and we'll be back to that right after we take time out for this. Big action coming up Tuesday night right there in the Louisville Gardens.
Sleeping on the
Tell you
job.
a little bit later on the entire card. A couple of 3 matches.
I'll never get that. Why were
heavyweight title match when Rick Gibson
again,
challenged...
to me, it's not a political issue. It's a consistency issue. Like, why would I get it if people are like, man, Joe Biden's old as fuck, man. He's, you know, he was like, he was pretty. It was pretty rough. He was pretty rough on camera there toward the end of his run. But like, Trump is just as bad. I mean, I don't get it, falling asleep in these meetings, but like MAGA people were always like, oh, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe. But they're silent on this issue. Like, is it America first? Or is it MAGA first? Like, which is it? Are we going to be like, is it about America, or is it about, you know, protecting your feelings about your parasocial relationships?
Just handsome Jimmy Valiant. Also, the final...
Like, it's honestly, some of it is really embarrassing to see. Like, I'm too lazy to do it, but I would be interested to see what the rest of the world thinks when, like, he falls asleep or he loses his train of thought and just, like, says stuff that makes absolutely no sense. Because you saw it everywhere with Biden.
About the Assassins will be going against Ken Lucas and Billy Robinson. And there's another match on there that you're going to understand a little bit later. It's going to be Bill Dundee against Paul Ellering. Bill Ellering is big, and right now he seems to be hot. He wants some of Dundee.
He seems to be hot right now.
I don't know why he's hot. I never did nothing to the man. Let me tell you something, Paul Ellering. If you beat me in a wrestling match, I'll be the first guy, and it doesn't matter who beats me. Anybody.
I do see whenever I look at international stuff, it is like people in other countries are kind of shocked that like nothing is... There was how little pushback there was over some of the stuff that's happened.
I'll be the first guy to get up and shake your hand and that's what you want to do, brother. But the way I got beat by Sugar Bear Harris took an awful lot of help from you. I didn't appreciate you dropping me on my head, son. Now, if somebody told me you went to college on a wrestling scholarship, well, you can forget all about the wrestling, because I'm coming to fight you, Ellering. I got a point to prove to you, because I already know I
just had to, honestly, and I know this is like probably the worst thing you can do, but I just had to kind of like stop reading the news. I'm just anticipating no good news for the rest of my life, so I'll just, whatever happens, I'll just experience it in real time.
The people down there know I can beat you, and I'm going to prove it to you.
Tuesday night, Louisville, right there in the Gardens. You'll see it. Bill Dundee and Ellering. Stay tuned, because you'll want to see the whole thing. Here's something I
Oh
want
my
to see
God.
Tuesday night. Man, Rick Gibson going to be going for that Southern heavyweight title. Look out for a handsome Jimmy Valiant.
You said it right, Lance. Look out for him. Let me say this.
So this is Ricky Gibson. We've seen him a few times now. Hearing all the like shoot interviews and stuff like that about, I don't know. I kind of pictured something. I pictured it differently. You know what I mean? Because this is my first time seeing him is this current Memphis run we've been watching. So like I didn't even know what he looked like, but I'm definitely not what I expected.
This to you, Hanson, if you're watching this, brother, you better be looking out for me come Tuesday night at the Gardens, because it's going to be my night. It's my time. You know, Lance, I held this title here before about 3 years ago for about 6 months. I beat the King, Jerry Lawler, for it. I don't think you know better man than he is, Hanson. So you bring it down to the Gardens Tuesday night, and you come loaded as a bear if you want to, my friend, because I will be loaded too. I'll be out there at 110%, my friend.
These
and
eyes.
Walk away with that title.
I'll tell you what, he's taken on just as good as there is in this country, and he's beat an awful lot of them. Handsome Jimmy will have to contend with Rick Gibson when that Southern heavyweight
I'm going to put my faith in Amanda Love.
title match goes on the line. Right now, let's take time and get back into action on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling.
We're about ready to go with a 1-fall 15-minute time limit match. Rick Gibson up in the ring right now, and his opponent stepping up onto the ring apron right now, Tony Eaton. A shocking pink robe on.
That's what it looks like to me. I did see though that like some of the people within it that aren't Trump are like being distanced from even inside the party. Like JD Vance is losing a lot of popularity. I want anybody associated with like Peter Thiel or Yarvin or the guy from Palantir. Like I don't, regardless of your political affiliations, like I don't want people that are like nestled in with them. Did you guys see though a little bit of good news on the AI front, I think? And again, I don't know how I don't know how big of a deal this is. I just thought it was kind of good news. It's so rare. But Microsoft said they're no longer allowing their engineers to use generative AI because it was costing more to either process the requests or to go back in and fix them. I feel like that's like at least some kind of like good news. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that all the stuff over the student loans. That's another thing is that like there was a lot of backlash to, and again, to me, this is not about being on a side. It's about looking at consistency of behavior. We're upset it like labeled Joe Biden a tyrant for kind of politically strong arming that even a neutered version of his student loan forgiveness thing. But like so much more money now is being moved without Congress's approval, and like this it's just like it's not happening.
Official introductions from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 237 pounds, Tony Eaton on the left of your screen, and on the right of your screen from Pensacola, Florida, 220.
Amanda Hug and Kiss, I don't know. Yeah, EFD was not part of that loan forgiveness situation under any president. Neither Biden nor Trump would forgive that debt.
28 pounds, Rick Gibson. This match will be a 1-fall, 15-minute time limit, and there is no referee in the ring as just yet.
Hey, look, I'll handle this part. You get up and referee in there.
That's all right. Why don't we just wait until someone finds one of the referees?
Okay. Rick Gibson, go ahead and bring it, Rick. We don't need a referee. Rick Gibson in there sitting on ready. Tony Eaton, that's the big guy that he's going to be going against right there.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm on Panex Ginseng, and today's the last day of the season in Fortnite, so I'm a little on edge.
And he is a large one. Here comes the referee, and we are about ready for action as soon as he hops up in there and gives us the big word. The big word is ring it. Here we go. Wrestling action time. Rick Gibson right out with that rolling arm lock, hooks Eaton and takes him over. Yes, thank you.
Gibson moving Eaton around pretty much at will early in the match here.
Eaton, Dave, did I catch the weight right? 237?
Yeah, that weight was wrong on Tony Eaton, as a matter of fact.
Boy, he is a big one.
Yeah, he's going to weigh, I would say, probably closer to the 257 mark than the 237
right.
mark.
What was the deal with the? What were the conditions on the forgiveness? Do you know? I can't really remember. I feel like he tried to get it through like a bunch of times, and they had to keep like cutting it down each time because like courts kept overruling it. Gibson and a Morton together in a ring. Yeah, what's up, Rifestick? Hey, we watched. Well, I watched it for the first time. The new, like the modern JCW wrestling. I thought it was pretty fun.
260 right. He looks about the same size as Jerry Rouse, so that would put him up in that 263, 257, so forth. When you get up to that point, 5-6 pounds,
it doesn't make a lot of difference. That's right.
Doesn't seem to be bothering Rick Gibson, oh boy. He has got control. Experience, and he drops it down with a lower leg and uses the bottom of the foot.
It is a big it is a big contrast, but I feel like I feel like they kind of have the same elements. They go about them in a different way, but I feel like the things that I like about Memphis are the same thing I like about JCW. But yeah, the pacing of the matches is like worlds different.
Tony Eaton. And with a front face lock, that chancery is really pulled.
Yeah, there was a pretty fun 4-team match with like Buster and the Brain, Brothers of Funstruction, the Zombies, the Outbreak, and Congo Kong and the fucking Mr. Happy.
Pulled up by Gibson. Look at him bend on that thing. Woohoo!
Well, nowadays, Ring Rat's a character. Back in the day, there were many people played that role.
Rick tuning up those skills in there against Tony Eaton. Eaton trying to find a way. Maybe he goes for a leg. Rick steps back. No way to take it out there. Rolls him over one. But that's it. The big fella shakes Gibson before he can get a 3 count. Rick with a side mare takes Eaton down. His shoulders hit the mat.
Digital media production.
Referee Paul Morton gave him a 1 count.
What could, I mean, like, aside from the trades, what could you really go into right now? I wonder, that would be like I know this might sound crazy to some of you that are young, but like when I was coming out of high school, like if you had a college degree, like you got a job pretty much, unless it was something, some completely esoteric degree or whatever, but it was just like a part of the societal contract that if you went to college and did well and you got one of many degrees, like you would get a job.
That's about it.
AI, I guess, would be about it. You go way back with Ruffo and Yabo. I just remember when Cornette was doing the tag team. That's one of my favorite videos ever, the top 100 tag team rundowns. And he's like, all right, Jim, what about Ruffo and Yabo, the brothers of Funstruction?
And here comes Big Tony Eaton using that forearm of his. He slams with it. Whip. And look at that flying press. 1, 2, 3.
He's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to pin him anyway.
He slams with it. Whip. And look at that flying press. 1, 2, 3. Rick Gibson right up on top of it as he came through with a flying press. Eaton had whipped him into the ropes. And he was making an effort, but just not quite.
Suffer, Jerry.
Rick pressed him down, and he was able to get enough of his own body weight over the shoulders, and there was no way Eaton was going to break that cover there. Minute 57, the time on it.
1:57. Rick Gibson looking well.
I like, though, how he just refused. Nowadays they'd get back up and try it again. Like, he's just like, fuck it. Although I did like that he held like he was at least holding his arms down.
Right in there in the action ring. We've got plenty more of it coming because Mercy, Handsome Jimmy, is around the corner. We'll be back to it in just a moment.
Jerry Ralph. All right, I got to go get a drink.
We're just about ready to go. Jimmy Hart in here with Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Also in the ring, Robert Gibson. The referee is there this time, and we are just about ready to get this one underway. It's going to be a one-fall match. Handsome Jimmy and Jimmy Hart are on the floor. Preparation for the upcoming match. There's the eyes coming off. And the
a life coach.
There he is.
Well, I was just kind of praising the fact of being able to get a job out of college, but I didn't really know, like, it's like a big deal choosing like a career or whatever. Choosing a career path, but like I remember what do they call them? The guidance counselor at the college was like, I was like asking them about like, what are like practical, things that I could do with if I take this path or this path. And this lady, I swear, she looked me dead in the face and with complete seriousness, asked me if I'd thought about becoming a philosopher. And I was like, what? I literally came in here and said, like, what's a practical. I think I might have used the phrase like stable but minimal stress, like concrete career path. And she asked me like straight up, had I thought about being a philosopher?
The belt coming off.
Take that ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall. Woo! I love it, baby.
Oh. Number one like him. Thank goodness.
Whoa!
One fall, 15-minute time.
No, she was 100% serious. Like she really, like seriously, like she meant it. And I don't remember offhand how I reacted to it, but I mean, what can you do with that exactly? The fuck? How do you become a? Just I guess you just nowadays you just make videos or whatever. But back then YouTube wasn't even real. If you remember, South Park did an episode kind of making fun of YouTubers because you couldn't make money at the time, of being like, remember they were trying to figure out how to cash in their internet fame in the episodes or in that episode. Like, I don't even know what that was supposed to mean. I thought she would tell me like, oh, well, maybe if you become an accountant, you know, you don't, you know, low stress, you know, stable job. Like, I think that's what they told a lot of people who were kind of like, you know, activated individuals, was to become an accountant. That way it was something that you could, like, accountant was the safest thing you could go into, because it was just assumed that you would get a decent job if you had an accounting degree.
Coming up.
And then from there you could move, like the better you were at it, the more you could move up, obviously. But like there were a lot of entry level accounting jobs that like you could be like pay your bills with.
Pensacola, Florida, 226 pounds, Robert Gibson. And from the Big Apple, New York City, at 239 pounds, handsome Jimmy Valiant. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
This obviously a non-type.
You're in the right. We really understand psychological issues. We spend a lot of our time exploring those.
Bow to handsome Jimmy's Southern heavyweight crown is not on the line, receiving some last-minute instructions from Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was crazy to me even at the time, but like when I was in college and high school, like there was kind of a, again, it was the way the world worked. And it was like, well, if you don't go to college, you're going to end up doing X, Y, Z. And now like those are the jobs that are the solid, good paying, like, you know, most of them union jobs.
Who is now down.
But back then it was like, oh, you better go get your degree or you're going to end up being a plumber.
After Robert Gibson comes over, bell time, and we're off and running.
Should be a good one. Robert Gibson, young man out of Pensacola, Florida. And Jimmy Valiant. That's a wrestling move. All right.
Robert Gibson. Wow, is this a singles match? Well, he's got on he has on the Florida tights.
Now we're into action. Back into the turnbuckle. Handsome Jimmy drops the broad arm. But Robert Gibson was gone.
Man, he just looks like he's a fucking giant. I don't know if it's the camera angle or what.
Valiant back into the ropes.
Yeah. They zoom in. If everyone, I don't know if you remember last time, ATF, but they, for some reason, when they did the bumpers of like exiting and then returning to the show for the commercial breaks, it was just a close-up of the duct tape turnbuckle like 3 or 4 times.
By Robert Gibson. Handsome Jimmy pulled that fist back.
That's what I was thinking. It's like a...
Gibson popped him.
Hey, hey.
Back into the turnbuckle. Handsome Jimmy. He's going to try the body drag. Going to throw Robert across the ring. Robert hung onto the turnbuckle. He reverses it, and instead it's Handsome Jimmy that bounces on his back across the ring. Valiant out of the ring.
Have you considered becoming or do you have are you a content creator or no? If you're a content creator, you could try to collab with the Thorpes. They could try to get you out into circulation.
Conference with Jimmy Hart. Jimmy is trying to explain to the audience exactly what happened, his version of it. Valiant back through the ropes into the ring. Robert Gibson waiting for him there. No. Handsome one. Has something in his right hand there.
Or like people will tell you like to go like what VP does, where she just Ubers or whatever, Uber Eats or DoorDashes or whatever to pay her bills, but like then you got no cushion, you got no savings, you got no long-term stuff. Like I guess we're kind of in unprecedented territory here. IRL is fairly new. I mean, we don't know a lot of long-term. We know content creators can stick around for a long time, but like, is Grace going to be still doing this when she's in her 50s? Is VP going to still be doing it when she's in her 50s? Like, eventually you have to make the transition, I would think, and then that's going to be tough because you've lived in this basically fantasy world. I'm not saying in a good way, but just like it's this unreal world, and now you're in the like cold realities of life. She's always had that though. But again, is she going to be doing that in her 50s? Like it's not getting her it's not getting her ahead. No pun intended.
Gibson asking the referee to check Handsome Jimmy over. Come on, Jimmy, open the hands. Nothing there.
Mr. 1000 Cent, this might sound crazy, but do you work at a shipyard in Galveston, Texas? And if so, do you know a guy named Joey?
Robert Gibson winding up that left arm, and Handsome Jimmy hits the mat right in the center of the ring. There is Handsome Jimmy Valiant.
You know what pisses me off about OnlyFans? I think it's bullshit anyway that the celebrities go on there with their like PG-13 or R-rated pictures. But now it is like becoming this like retirement plan basically for people that are already like filthy rich to begin with, to just put up these like, stuff you would see on Instagram. And I just think that's like, I don't know why there's not more of a backlash to that, because like they're taking money away from hardworking foundational e-girl Americans.
Gibson drops down, a little extra pressure on that left arm and shoulder. 3 minutes, 10 seconds gone.
Are you in Massachusetts?
15 minutes, one fall only.
Our buddy Dave says that's a shithole.
Oh, good move by Handsome Jimmy. But it's answered by Robert Gibson. Robert takes Valiant down and to the mat.
You should get some Hollywood Haley J autographs while you're at JCW.
Robert Gibson.
Dominatrix.
A little extra heat there. Applied to Handsome Jimmy.
No way you're in Rhode Island. Oh my God, dude. You're here for the wrestling, right? You don't watch any of the other stuff we cover? I can't remember if I've seen you in chat before or not.
Robert Gibson seems to be pretty well in control.
All we know about Rhode Island is that incest is legal there.
Oh, off the ropes. Handsome Jimmy with the...
We're kind of a New England oriented chat. New England and the Bay Area.
To the midsection. Big broad arm by Valiant.
That's brutal. And then you got the whole rest of the pack. Will they take him back?
Gibson whipped into the turnbuckles. Valiant in there after him with a right hand doubled up. Robert. Oh.
ATF, have you been watching OP Radio lately?
Slapped on the mat by Handsome Jimmy. Right fist.
Yeah, I'm in the Midwest, but I'm obsessed with New England and the Bay Area.
Valiant pops him into the ropes again. Robert hangs on. Brought the foot up.
Oh, he's got the strap down.
With it.
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa.
At least for the moment. Robert Gibson.
I love the Boogie Woogie Man matches in Crockett where he like dances down to the ring, takes forever, high-fiving everybody. It's one fluid motion. He gets into the ring dancing, and then he wrestles the entire match like with that really smooth, almost like ballroom dancing, gliding around the ring. And he never stops. It's just continuous motion, and then he rolls out of the ring and high-fives it's a really interesting style.
Him into the turnbuckle. Valiant out of the ring.
Handsome Jimmy goes to Out Avenue right there as he got out of that ring.
He said he hasn't watched it in like 3 months.
You're watching him. You see the right hand there. Handsome Jimmy back in the ring. Robert Gibson. Oh. Slugged with that right hand. And
what a camera. What the hell, man?
Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to control
wow.
Jimmy Hart. And
man, Hollywood Haley J. I mean, as a total package,
into the ring post.
Pretty up there.
Robert Gibson down on the floor.
The attitude, the look, or the way she dresses, it all is just like
out of his chair,
seamless.
Wandering around the ring, but referee Jerry Calhoun sees him about halfway around and says, hey, back over to that chair and sit down. Meanwhile, Valiant down on the floor, slams Robert's head into the other ring post.
What was the name of that company
on the floor
that used to sponsor him? Covington Pike Toyota. Do you think they were watching at this time and they're like, yeah, I like what we're seeing here, but I'm just not ready to pull the trigger yet on the sponsorship. We're only the number 2 dealership in Tennessee.
Jimmy Hart.
Oh, no, they were number 1 in the... Did they say they were number 1 in the world?
Slipping around there again. Placed back in the chair by the referee.
Watch yourself, ATF Media.
Valiant out on the apron. Tawny Gibson said, come on, get back in here. We're close to 7 minutes. 6 minutes 55 right now. Robert Gibson, well, his head's cut, and no wonder.
I want to go. I need to just set my mind to it. I'll have to start like saving some money, but I would like to go to a taping for sure, at least once.
It's bounced off the ring post twice.
Handsome Jimmy,
man, look at this selling.
Style of wrestling in there.
him into the turnbuckle.
Why would you be afraid of them? They seem really cool.
Robert Gibson definitely in trouble. 7 minutes, 40 seconds into the action.
In all my time of going to IWA Mid-South, which in some circles was viewed as kind of one of the, you know, had the most unlikable fans because there were a lot of intolerable people in the crowd. But, like, I never ran into any problems. I never had any problems following Ring of Honor. The only real times I can remember is one time a guy got... I thought he was kidding, but he was drunk and he was pissed off at a Monday Night Raw taping. I was wearing a Headbangers shirt, and the back of the Headbangers shirt said "Real men wear skirts." And there was this drunk old guy a few rows behind me that kept saying, like, "Real men wear pants." He got really upset. And then a guy got mad because I wouldn't take my hat off during the national anthem. And then another time a guy got mad because I stood up on my chair and gave the Black Power symbol to the Nation of Domination. Because you're an old lady?
All over him in the corner.
I'm an old guy. I would feel. I think they're hot. They're not a hostile crowd. They're just like a hot crowd. Like, they seem like they would be, like, more... Plus, juggalos in general, while they have a bad reputation, at, like, stuff that's for them, they tend to behave. It's, like, more of, like, a brotherhood.
It's enough to prevent a disqualification and then right back to work in the turnbuckles.
Gibson fighting back.
Valiant using the hair, holding Gibson back on the rope. Oh, from outside.
Work the
Jimmy
team.
Hart and his
You
cane.
got to get front row. Come on, man. Don't cheap out.
Valiant asking for the cane from Jimmy Hart.
And also, like, I would like that crowd because, like, when I would go to IWA Mid-South up by Chicago, like, if you tried to, like, legitimately get into the show, like, and let yourself be a fan, you know, and they, like, hated that because they were, like, the smart fans, you know what I mean? The crowd at JCW seems like you could totally, like, you know, you could just completely suspend your disbelief and just be, like, be a goofy fan. Like a haunted house. Have you ever been to a haunted house with somebody who thinks they're, like, above being scared? You know what I mean? Like, to me, that negates the experience. Like, I want to go to a haunted house, and even though I know it's not real, like, I want to believe in the moment. You know, I want the experience.
To sit down. Meanwhile, here comes Rick Gibson in from outside. That's going to be a disqualification on Roberts. Roberts going to lose it by disqualification.
GCW would be fun as well. Look at Jimmy Hart. Oh, no.
Trying to get some satisfaction here out of handsome Jimmy Valiant and manager Jimmy Hart.
Oh, there goes security.
And the Gibson brothers together have got him out of the ring.
Hey, you can't throw me out of here, baby.
All right, the official ruling from the referee, and that is what it's going to be. Valiant will get the win by disqualification. Time 8 minutes, 59.
If you're interested, Mr. 1000 Cents, in the idea of seeing people in different lifestyles and circumstances, how they navigate work and finances, we watch a couple interesting people. Luke West and Eric McHenry are pretty much long-form studies on the subject.
Seconds, 8:59.
One lives in their parents' garage, and the other lives in their parents' attic.
Yeah, Rick Gibson doing what comes naturally when he saw all the shenanigans going on with his brother Robert in there. Robert, as you pointed out, it had his head wrapped off of that ring post a couple of times and
chops
bleeding
for
about
marks.
the head, and Rick just came in and at least protected the hide of his brother, and can't say that I blame him one bit. Disqualification goes to Handsome Jimmy. We've got more wrestling action coming up. We'll see the Mighty Assassins in here in just one moment. We're going to be back in the ring on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling here in just a moment. I want to give you the entire card. Mentioned a couple of bouts just a few moments ago in the Garden Tuesday night in Louisville. Listen to the entire card. Rick Morton will be taking on the Iranian Assassin.
Whoa, Iranian Assassin?
Steve Regal and Robert Gibson going against, man, what a big team this is, Sonny King and Sugar Bear Harris. Then it'll be Bill Dundee and Paul Ellering, and one that'll settle some things. You'll understand a little bit more about that a little later on. Southern Heavyweight title match. Handsome Jimmy Valiant will be defending against Rick Gibson. And then the final bout. Well, this one's just going to be a straight grudge match, my friends. No title at stake or anything. It will be Billy Robinson, Ken Lucas, going against the Mighty Assassins. And you better believe that Billy Robinson...
My friend, I used to see at all the IWA shows. His name was Shotgun Jan. We were really into strong style, and I fully admit I was often a cringe fan. But like we hated the like the soft strikes. Like if you could really, you know what I mean. So like I was at one point very heavily encouraging strong style strikes. So what's up, Go Hogs?
Robinson and Ken Lucas are going to be in there to do some big hurt on some big guys.
In fact, if a wrestler was throwing soft strikes, Jan would always yell Ruckus, like the wrestler Ruckus from Blackout. He had like the worst looking strikes, so Jan would always yell Ruckus if people were throwing soft chops.
The Assassins. All of it takes place right there in the Louisville Gardens Tuesday night. Make your plans to be there now. Where am I ready to go with action in the ring or just
every time that guy goes to talk, he gets cut off.
Announcement earlier in the program, in the opening of Championship Wrestling, that we had talked to the Assassins about.
So if you ever hear a guy with an Eastern European accent be like Ruckus, that's him.
Asking their head, and they had agreed that they were going to make it.
He would also say stiff, but because he had an Eastern European accent, he would go Steve.
Demonstration for us, and so we are now ready for the scheduled Assassin Steve Regal and Rick Morton match, and that should be some doggone good tag team action in there as the Assassins, the big holders of the AWA Southern Tag Team titles, will be going against Regal and Morton in here. Let's get them in and we'll see if we can find out exactly how about the demonstration you guys have agreed to in there, because we had some questions we wanted to ask.
Well, of course. There's been a lot of controversy throwing around the masks. The controversy comes down to 1 or 2 points, and one point is that supposedly everybody's saying that we're putting objects in our masks to hit people with. Now, we're going to deny this because this is a falsehood, but put out by these other wrestlers. Now, secondly, my partner here has...
I never heard anybody be that direct about it. But if you watch the old Necro Butcher matches, it was always expected that he was going to hit that first chop just like a cannon going off, and he would always try. But sometimes he would either get the wrong angle or whatever. They weren't sweaty enough for it to really like skip off. But he would hit people like flat-handed, which I think would hurt much, much worse. But it wouldn't make the sound, and people would kind of groan collectively. But then he would do whatever he had to do to get that next one to like really echo.
Is one of the hardest heads in professional wrestling. He's developed one of the hardest heads, and the reason that we are here today to show the people exactly how hard his head is. Right here, we have some boards. Get down here and show them. Now, these boards here are pine wood. They're very solid. As you can see, this man weighs over 300 pounds and he's standing on the wood. He's going to bust these boards with his head.
Oh, wow.
Wait a second. Now,
there's one thing. There's a couple of guys that we're supposed to wrestle on TV today. It's a little out of their class, you know. And we believe in keeping people in their place. You understand what I mean? A lot of people step out of line. They need to stay in their place. After we put them in their place, we'll show you what we're going to do to these boys.
You don't want to do this now. You want to wait till after the match to do it?
We got some people to put back into their spot.
Okay, you're not going to back out on it now.
We're going to get the blood flowing. We're going to get the adrenaline there so that this is possible. And there's going to be no more controversy and no more of these people saying things derogatory about the assassins.
Okay, you guys have said it now. You won't back out on it, and we're going to have the demonstration. Boy, I'll tell you what. that's a hell.
Oh, because of how many matches were on there? I try IWA where like you'd have all those matches, and then Ian would come out and give a heartfelt speech for an hour and 45 minutes after the show.
Healthy set of boards that they got laying over there.
I remember one time, I don't know what show it was on. If you want to try to find it, I think it was in Plainfield, Indiana, sometime in 2005, summer or fall. But he was given this speech at the end, and all of a sudden he turned and he's like, I want to say thank you to my wife, Patty, you know, and he pointed to her at the cash table, and the 30 of us that were there clapped, and then he's like, she's not the best looking woman, but she's loyal. I was like, what?
They would rather do the match and then make the demonstration on it, Dave, so there's not a whole lot else we can do, so we'll respect their wishes on the petition side. Looking forward to this match anyhow. Steve Regal and Rick Morton obviously giving away a lot of weight, but boy, what a team. Okay, Davey.
It'll be one fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at a total weight of 590 pounds, the Assassin. Going against them at a total weight of 417 pounds from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, and a crowd that was
Rick
drinking
Morton.
The whole time.
And from Indianapolis, Indiana, Steve Regal. This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. And the referee is Paul Morton.
Okay, I think we got it boiled down to action time, Bell, and here we go. We're going to be looking forward to Regal in there, and I can't really see. I think it's assassin number
Speaking
one.
of drinking too much,
Okay.
what's Beth doing? She's still alive.
Right. And fired into the turnbuckle by Regal. The Assassins, big as they are, Dave, it's amazing how well they do move. They have...
It's a good move by Regal, reversal on the whip.
Well, there's never any question about how Regal...
Anand sent me, I'll put it up on the community page or maybe in the members section. The Heathen made a giant Facebook post about the situation where Pompa had doxed him with intent. He put on Facebook a copy of the email where he details the charges that he's making and demanding felonies against numerous individuals. So it's a minor Heathen update.
An athlete.
It says the dispatcher felony tampered with a government record. He called in an advisory, not a noise complaint. He didn't request police assistance. False. He said that publishing his phone number while calling him anonymous, this is not just sloppy, it's evidence of malicious intent. He does have a point. The Texas Public Information Act does say a personal phone number must be redacted.
Assassin down behind. Well, look at Regal move.
Steve was a fine athlete at Indiana State. I'm almost certain that was the college. That was Larry Bird.
Yeah, I saw that.
Steve preceded Bird there. He was an excellent football player.
Assassin down to the mat briefly, but then on his feet over to the corner for the tag. Ooh. Boy, these guys can hurt you.
And then Ian would also like promise the world for the next time to make up for whatever bullshit had happened on that show, and it never happened.
There to the double team on the exchange.
Look at that leapfrog. Aha! And a drop kick. Boy, that Regal can go from a standing spot right up in the air, a good 4.5, 5 feet. Fire that drop kick. He's a beauty.
I don't know what she was getting into with her chat when I went in there, but she had just, oh my God. I don't know if it was, she had like almost 100 people, so something was going on. but she was really having problems with a couple people in her chat.
Double up again as the Assassins tag out. A minute and a half into the action.
Regal tags his young partner, Rick Morton, who comes in there. And look at Rick with that bar right over backward. He takes the assassin number 2 down.
Rick gives away weight to just about every opponent.
I believe it's to raise awareness for the random deaths of millions of honeybees.
He faces in the ring, but weight's about all he gives away.
Yeah, that doesn't slow him down, does it?
No, not at all.
Whoa, he goes.
I think even G Thanks got some strays from that, from the people in the chat.
Beautiful.
It's Bethanone's fault, though. She'll sick the people in there on the people that she knows in the chat.
Drop kick from Rick Morton. Nice tag out from the Assassins. Give him credit now. You gotta say,
Ian would
these
do it
guys
every
work together
fucking
as
time.
well as any tag team that you'll see around. They've got so many things going for them, and a few of them are legal.
That wasn't, but it backfired on him. He was going to fire that right fist to the top of Rick Morton's head, but Rick ducked out of the way.
Morton into a front face lock on the Assassin, but he just picks Morton straight up. Fires him back into the corner. Whoa, comes in and Morton is gone before he gets there.
Similar to the atomic knee drop. Different configuration on it, but still not easy on the lower back.
Coming off the ropes, Rick Morton takes a foot to the midsection. Big Assassin drops with that lower leg. Whip. Puts that shoulder down. Morton loses the contest. 193 pounds to 300. Won't get it.
No way.
Not in that kind of meeting.
Everyone wants to be Heyman. Yeah, and I mean, we live in a parasocial world, so it's probably, you know, if you can get people to think they're part of something, whatever. That's what I liked about JCW, is that I feel like the crowd is kind of like creating their own. You know, they're already so invested in like that universe that it's like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
The Assassin.
It seems like that's the like genuine version of what all these companies want to build. You know what I mean?
Drops Rick down, but he's right over by the rope.
Even Olive Garden trying to say they treat you like family.
3.5 minutes gone.
Morton comes up fighting. Tag between the Assassins. Number 2 comes in. Hammering with that big upper arm. And there's a tag on Steve Regal.
Yeah.
Oh, Regal stretched out on a drop kick. He had him off balance and puts him down. Over the top, Regal goes. Oh, and they are both down. Regal had the momentum going, Dave, and he nailed him with one shoulder, but put him down. The Assassin's outside the ring. And we
Didn't somebody say one of these guys was Dirty Rhodes or no?
The argument with him. To the head he goes. Here's Ken Lucas and Billy Robinson back. We're going to have Billy out a little bit later.
Listen, refer, what the hell?
Lucas, Billy Robinson in. Ring the bell, the referee says. It's going to be a disqualification, I'm sure, with Lucas and Robinson coming in, jumping the Assassins. They're out on the floor out here. The match is officially over with. Billy Robinson going at the Assassin number 1. Breaks one of the boards over. Robinson again going after the Assassin.
Oh, do you see how strong that wood was? And he just broke it right over his head.
Paul, see if you can get him in there. Ken Lucas, Billy Robinson. Came fired into the ring. The Assassin going after Lucas with the board. Billy who has recovered from a broken arm at the hands of the Assassins.
Oh. Oh.
Lucas breaks a board. Over the Assassins. Robinson continuing after Assassin number 1. Kenny with that fall.
But we saw him stand on it, guys. Well, I mean, technically he did break it with his head as promised. Technically correct.
See if you can just get him on out of here. We don't need it.
I thought that was a pirate, but it's a cop.
That's enough. That's all. We don't need any more. Okay, let's keep down. Billy, we really, I mean, you got too much class for the street fighting like that.
This is amazing. Look at these two guys.
When you talk to me about class and street fighting, I've been hurt badly. All my adult life, I've abided by the rules because I believed in wrestling. Well, you can forget
just this angry old man. I love it.
The wrestling. I got this man here as a partner because he's a street fighter. He's a fighting man, and that's all you want to see from me is a fight. No matter whether it be in a railway station, an airport, a gymnasium,
a diner.
I'm sorry about your TV show here. I don't give a damn about it. They are going to get. No, I'm not saying it.
Okay. Billy Robinson, Ken Lucas. Officially, Dave, I think it went to
the Assassins
John
436.
Yeah, on a disqualification.
Oh man, look, time-traveling Clarence in the back.
In there, and so we're going to take time out, get it back together, and we'll be back with more championship.
I'd recognize that hairline anywhere.
Okay, we're going to be in the action with our tag team match coming up in just a moment. As well as the Superman and the Superstar and the strongman out of Melrose, Minnesota, Paul Ellering, going in it. Hey, Billy. Hey, Bill. Bill, can we get you over here? Bill Dundee. Billy, we'll stop you on the way to the ring here.
Oh my God! Here's the thumbnail. He just looks like a tough guy. Just even though he's like older or whatever, like he just seems like he just looks like a legit tough guy. And he was, so it makes sense.
In connection with the situation of the CWA World Heavyweight title, and that is the association rule that in that match that you had with Lawler, the belt, immediately it was a disqualification. The belt cannot change hands, and so the belt is not held up. It is Lawler's because the disqualification took place before it, and that may be some measure of a disappointment, Bill, but I think it is a just ruling.
Let me tell you this. It's a disappointment in one way, and in one way it's not, because I didn't want the belt on a disqualification. Jerry Lawler knew exactly what he was doing when he done it. The minute you do that to the referee, the match is over. The belt stays with the champion, right? Lawler, I told you you was a paper champion. You haven't proved nothing to me or nobody else out there. You're a joke as the world champion wrestler. You don't know a wrist lock from a wrist watch. Everybody around the country knows he's a joke. I'm glad to give it back to you, son, because when I...
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
Billy, I want to wish you a lot of luck.
I think I've watched 3 or 4, like, YouTube documentaries about it.
I know you've got a return match with Lawler and Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky in the future in there, and that should be a dandy. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Lancer. You're going to shake the hand of the next world champion.
Okay. Let's go, Paul. Bill, thank you very much in there. Bill Dundee, and we wanted to make the explanation of the situation regarding...
He tucked his shirt into his underwear.
What about me? You call Bill Dundee out here, and you talk to him, but you don't talk to me. I like to know what the story is.
I was just trying to make an explanation involving the World Heavyweight title out there. Paul, we're always glad to see you and looking forward to seeing you in action.
Let me tell you something. I'm getting sick and tired.
2, let me tell you something's already.
The way business is being handled around here. You guys are treating me like I'm a punk wrestler. Well, I've wrestled everybody that Bill Dundee's wrestled. and I beat just as many men.
There are some people too, like that. Even if you just have as long as people know you can back yourself up even competently, most people aren't gonna fuck with you. So especially if like the people who did test him, like he took care of him pretty easily. Like I could see that.
Men as Bill Dundee has wrestled, and look at this patch. This patch says I'm a champion, and I deserve some interview time, Lance.
Hey, we respect it, and well, I'll tell you, what do you think about the match coming up here today, Paul? Okay, Dave, let's go with the next bout, okay?
All right. This is going to be an expiration of time match, introducing at a total weight of 530 pounds. From Nashville, Tennessee, Bill Smithson, his partner from West Palm Beach, Florida, Sugar Bear Harris. And going against him at a total weight of 449 pounds from
Bill
Melrose,
Smithson.
Minnesota, Paul Ellering. And from Australia, the superstar, Bill Dundee. This match will be to the expiration of time. Referee is Jerry Calhoun.
I think I remember Cornette saying that they shot the either Cornette or Lawler saying that they shot the Kamala skits in like Jerry Jarrett's backyard.
Okay, Billy coming out of it there. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding on Paul's part. We were simply trying to make an explanation, answer some questions from the folks. Okay,
oh boy,
time.
Bill
Here we
Smithson.
go with action underway.
Smithson starts against Dundee, the superstar. Back Smithson onto the rope. Broke it quickly, though, back to the center of the ring. Little Australian. He sends Smithson back to the corner, and Smithson makes the tag, and this is Sugar Bear Harris. Harris out of Florida. He ran into the Australian drop kick.
White trash Bob Ross.
Sugar Bear Harris hanging back close to the ropes. Somewhat amazed, perhaps, at Bill Dundee. Dundee
Bill
over to his
Dundee.
corner. He tags Paul Ellering. Why, Paul,
Milk Chance. Who the fuck is Milk
having a
Chance?
bad day or something. He wasn't too thrilled to be tagged there, he didn't look like.
Don't give people any ideas. We'll end up seeing that a wrestler that's doing a painting during the match.
He's back to the corner immediately and tags Bill Dundee. Sugar Bear draws back the right fist. Bill Dundee caught his arm. Dundee puts him down. This Harris big and solid.
What am I missing with the Milky Chance? What's that? I don't even know what that is.
Weighs in at 301 pounds all by himself. Harris trying to roll Dundee's shoulders down, but the referee wouldn't start the count because Harris was pulling tights. Same
Oh, yeah,
situation,
yeah.
pulling tights. No count.
There's Florence Henderson. I bet whoever said they saw the mom from the Brady Bunch, I bet that's her.
Harris had his shoulders pinned to the mat for a count of one. We're 2 minutes into this one. Bill Dundee against Sugar Bear Harris.
Yeah, but you came in with that information like it was some fucking Rosetta Stone or something, and now you're telling me that literally it's completely meaningless. You just think it's a hint. A hint of what? What's it a hint to? I have no idea why we're having this conversation. What is it? What does Milky Way have to do with anything at all?
Dundee drops him to the mat. Bill Dundee round behind. Harris got to his feet quickly, but Dundee coloring again, takes the tag, but seemed to be a little reluctant.
Oh, I know what it is. You're talking about you were remarking that you wanted to breastfeed recently. And so you're hoping that since she's saying Milky Chance, that means you'll have a chance to be on her milker.
Sugar Bear Harris trying to get to his partner, Bill Smithson, for a tag. Ellering got him pretty far away from the corner, though. Again, Harris trying the reversal.
That's my indica brain. It had to, like, a long load-in time, but eventually it got the message in.
Ellering back over to the corner, the tag on Bill Dundee.
Hey, Scott.
Dundee jumps him from behind. Harris forces Dundee over to the corner. Now it's Bill Smithson from outside, Sugar Bear Harris inside. They do make a tag, and Harris goes back to the corner. Bill Smithson back in.
Come on, ATF.
It looks suspiciously like a choke by Smithson.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
He breaks out of it on his own, though. On his feet, waiting for the drop kick, but he missed it as Smithson hung onto the ropes. Dundee picked up in the air, body slam. Bill Smithson back to the ropes. Little momentum, and he drops down with the upper arm. There's a cover. 1, 2, 2 count, and Dundee able to get some strength together and break the cover.
Dave, the crowd was hollering, "Go, Bill, go," and they were talking, I'm sure,
Does
to
she have
Dundee,
large,
but I
full
think
breasts?
Smithson took it for himself. Boy, he really started to come on there.
That's right. 2 Bills. Bill Dundee, Bill Smithson. That's Sugar Bear Harris in here against Bill Dundee right now. Ooh. Dundee taking some punishment here in the last couple of minutes from both Smithson and Harris.
Oh,
Trying
wow.
to get to the corner. Hand outstretch.
Kind of interesting to see him actually wrestle.
Standing here with his hand on his hip.
I don't know. We looked it up. The incident happens quite a bit after this, where he breaks his jaw. But like he has worn the Macho Man attire recently. That was like one of the root issues they had.
Oh, Dundee plants the foot.
ATF Media did a whole expose on it in chat the other day.
But prevented his head from smacking the turnbuckle.
He would probably know.
Harris grabs him from behind. Dundee to the corner.
Oh, he's got it on now.
Ellering refused to tag.
Ellering fed him right back into Sugar Bear and Smithson.
What is it, triple B?
Broken at the 2 count.
On the timeline for the Macho Man versus Bill Dundee feud.
Dundee off the rope. Upper arm by Sugar Bear Harris. Referee Jerry Calhoun verifies it was upper arm, not point of the elbow. We are right now 5 minutes into the action.
Yeah, into a flashlight. You guys don't know this, but I am able to get into astral projection, and I actually got into Luke West's mind. And like, I'm so sick of these forced collaborations in the Thorpiverse. So I'm having Luke West reenact Jeremy content. First he went fishing. Now he's doing stand-up into a flashlight, no less.
Harris makes a tag, and this is Bill Smithson.
Whatever.
Smithson with the right hand. He popped Dundee.
Mods, ban anyone referencing Hands of Stone Ronnie Garvin, please.
Harris. He takes the tag.
Thank you.
Steps through the ropes.
Five and a half minutes into action as we come up on the 6-minute mark. Big Sugar Bear, man, he's a large one.
He is big.
Dundee a hard way to go.
Oh, Dundee kicked him back into the ropes. But Sugar Bear quickly back to his feet. It prevents Dundee from getting over to
the next storyline is Luke is going to go to April's house and sit out in the driveway, and absolutely nothing will happen for 3 days.
The corner and the tag on Paul Ellering. Tag made, and Bill Smithson is in there now. 6 minutes gone right now.
What dude from yesterday? Oh, Clarence, that was an old video. I don't know if he still does or not. I think most of us have kind of disconnected from Clarence for the most part, aside from just watching, because he'll get fixated on us. But I don't think he antagonizes him anymore.
This is not a tag match, Dave. It's a handicap match for Dundee going against Smithson and Sugar Bear. He's going to have a word or two to straighten out. Woohoo, almost.
He was close to that 3 count. Smithson almost had him pinned. And again, Dundee reaches for the tag, and Ellering says, go on back in there. Dundee's head met the knee of Sugar Bear Harris. Harris, big 301-pounder, working on a 214-pound Bill Dundee. Dundee gets a drop kick.
Beauty.
Heads to the corner. And again, Ellering.
And then the next storyline after that, Luke is going to reveal that his family's money comes from the fact that his dad has a monitor lizard farm.
Refuses a tag. Dundee upset with Ellering. You can understand that. Now, Ellering grabs Dundee.
I don't comment to her anymore because last time I commented to her, she was trying to sexually dominate me in the comments.
Ellering puts a suplex on his own partner. That's it. Count of 3.
See how good Bill Dundee does by himself. See how good the little man does. He can't do nothing by himself. He's nothing but a Humpty Dumpty wrestler.
All right, fine. We're going to take time out here, and we're going to be back right after this.
I think one of It's Me's favorite people to kind of mess with is Charles Bennett, but I think he's banned. I don't know. Charles Bennett banned him and then tried to extort him to get unbanned, but I don't know if it ever got resolved.
I think by now you've probably seen the incident that took place yesterday in the taping with Bill Dundee and Paul Ellering.
She ain't going to talk to no punk like you, G, thanks.
We've got Paul Ellering here, and I just wanted to say, and that's all I want to say, is you're going to be going against Bill Dundee in Louisville Gardens Tuesday in the battle there. It was a misunderstanding, the whole thing, but you walked out on it.
Make no mistake about it, Lance.
I didn't say anything about that. I'm just saying in the comment section, I have to try to stay, above the fray.
There's no misunderstanding.
And also, I looked it up. I asked the AI, and it said that I was not a drama channel.
People saw what your big, small-town big hero can do.
Yeah, felony Charles Bennett, yeah. He got into it with him one time, and I've got the clip up, but he makes him mad somehow, and he bans him, and then he tries to extort him to get him to give him money to unban him.
By himself, he can't do nothing. That's right, he can't do nothing. He probably can't even tie his boots by himself. Now, Lance, I ask you, you saw what he did. What do you think he can do against me alone? Look at that arm.
You know,
Lance.
though, G, thanks, that when she says fake people online, she means everybody except me, right? You know that.
Look at this body. Just look. Look at that. Look at the back. Look at the back.
Look at the back, Lancer.
Look at the back. That back set a world record, Lance. You think I can't pick that little runt up?
World's
you don't
largest
think I can't
back.
Pick that little runt up and set him about 10 feet up in the air? I can, Lance. Okay, hey, brother, you better believe I can do it. And I'm.
It's a great clip.
We just have to prove it. Tuesday night there in the Gardens. And it'll be Rick Gibson taking on the Southern Heavyweight Champion. And we're talking about handsome Jimmy Valiant, who's going to have it on the line when Rick Gibson will
Oh my God, look at this. Fantastic.
The most beautiful sound in the world is the sound of one's own name. Handsome Jimmy.
What's stopping Ben and Grace from dressing this way?
Handsome Jimmy. But there's a few exceptions, like yourself, Lancer.
Oh my God, that monkey, the chimpanzee that goes ape shit, no pun intended, in Primate, its name is Ben.
Rickett Gibson! Can you imagine being labeled with the name Rickett Gibson? Brother, you ain't got a chance in life from birth. Your mama named you Rickett Gibson, and you've been a loser ever since. If you think you're gonna take this belt away from handsome Jimmy, brother, you're gonna lose again. Woo! Mercy!
That's what it's all about. See it. That got a wild and woolly championship wrestling show here today, Dave. We said right at the very beginning of it that we were going to have a board-splitting demonstration by the Assassins. I didn't really realize it was going to be exactly in the form that it took place, and neither did they.
I don't think they did either.
No,
That's
whatever.
totally right.
But,
I get along fine with Ben. I've never had an issue with Ben.
Our time is up, and we really...
He did get mad at me a few times. One time because people were putting N-word towers in his chat, and I wasn't even really paying attention, and he got upset about that. And then another time he told me if I wanted to criticize him or his daughter that maybe I should fix the audio on my live streams.
You're not going to have time. Plus the fact, with a situation where we end up with 3-on-1 on Dundee, I don't think Billy is... One thing I'll
he
say
did
about
just...
Billy,
did he actually retire, though?
I can beat those 3 guys or anything like... He's a realist in there. He'll give any one of them a fit in there, and maybe 1.5 he'll take. But when you start talking about jumping 3 guys in there, so I assume... Let's take a look at the action we had today.
In the opener today, Ken Lucas going against Jerry Ralph. It was Lucas all the way. He won it in 2
well,
minutes, 18
he didn't.
seconds.
Did he criticize it? I don't know that he criticized it. He said... we were discussing in chat the fact that regardless of if I'm live streaming or not, I look in such a way that at least being in the Midwest like attracts a lot of attention. And so it kind of makes live streaming, for me, it makes it easier because people are like, I'm already kind of like a mini spectacle to them. But like Ben said that the reason that people were looking at me like that is because I dress like a black person.
Rick Gibson against big Tony Eaton. Similar situation here. Rick Gibson pretty well in control of the match, and he won it in a minute. 50.
But he did have like his last match. I think we were trying to look it up at the time, and we couldn't. I don't even think we ever figured out if we missed it or it hadn't happened yet back then. But like the match happened.
7 seconds. Handsome Jimmy Valiant going against Robert Gibson. Well, in this one, Robert, his head was run into the ring post a couple of times, and he got a cut on it. Valiant was really working him over with assistance from manager Jimmy Hart over in the corner.
Mentioned that.
Not
What's up,
necessarily
William
the corner.
Robinson?
He was all around the ring, as a matter of fact. But
Walking stick.
yeah, all of that. And finally, Rick Gibson came into.
Man, I'm
rescue
liking
his
what I'm
brother,
seeing
or,
on your
keep
page,
getting
man.
hurt
You
any
kind of
worse.
got
So
like a
disqualification gives the win to
Glenn Danzig
Jimmy Valiant.
vibe going.
Then the Assassins against Steve Regal and Rick Morton. Regal and Morton going pretty good.
Look at
against us.
Bethadone
But then
pulling this
Ken
bullshit,
Lucas and
going
Billy
live, making chili while I'm live.
Robinson
After she's already had a morning live.
with a score to settle, they jumped in there and grabbed the boards that the Assassins were going to use for the demonstration, and that one turned into kind of a brawl, too.
That's why you need a
And since
Linda.
it was Robinson
You think Linda would ever stream the same time slot as the Heathen? I don't think so.
and Lucas interfering, then the disqualification went against Steve Regal and Rick Morton, so the Assassins, again, are the official winners of that match. Sugar Bear Harris and Bill Smithson against Bill Dundee and Paul Ellering in the expiration of time match. But in this one, it turned into 3-on-1 as Paul Ellering was upset over interview procedures around here and turned that into kind of a battle against Bill Dundee.
What does that
He
mean?
jumped Bill Dundee, and there's no way Bill could stay in there, as you said, 3 against 1. So the win goes to Sugar Bear Harris and Bill Smithson.
Yeah,
I saw him in a weird indie horror movie not too long ago called WrestleManiac, which also had like Nikolai Volkov and a whole bunch of other people in it.
got to feel that you had it right, that Paul was having a bad day, man, because there wasn't any...
Hold on, let's watch the trailer for it. We're already like, we're going to be so over on time, I probably won't be able to do it. Or if I do an afternoon stream, it'll be really short. Let's see if there's a WrestleManiac trailer. It had a bunch of people in it, and it's from that company that's is very nice to the channel. No, wait, is this it? No, I'm looking for a different one. Not WrestleManiac. Wrestle Massacre. Sorry. Wrestle Massacre trailer. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Wild Eye.
We're having Randy.
If you don't know, Wild Eye is like very friendly with Fusion Studios.
We're having Randy take some time off.
He was just a little different.
His penchant for wrestling is a bit disturbing.
I always wanted to be a pro wrestler, just like that.
Did you even wrestle in high school?
I'm here to enroll.
Enroll?
You're fired, Randy.
You're fired, Randy.
You figure the hell out with him. Stay the whole way there.
I'll show you. I'll show everyone.
Becky, don't let Randy back.
Yes, Mr. 1000 cents. But yeah, that's WrestleManiac.
Real call for misinterpreting that as slighting him. Anyhow, we're out of time right now. For Dave Brown, until we see you next week, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
All right, so this one we're watching now, which is whatever the next week is, I think that was the 6th, so this would be what the, I don't know, whatever it is, it's the next episode, but this is the one that actually aired in Memphis, so it's half an hour longer, so... I really like Wild Eye. I think they have fantastic movies. They run Visual Vengeance, and they have one of my favorite social media moments of all time. Like, it's pretty openly known that like the ownership is like very conservative, and I guess he had went in on the corporate, or not, you know, the business account by accident, not his personal account, and had liked a bunch of, you know, far right posts, and then they tried to like sweep for it by saying that the account was hacked or whatever, and I was just like, dude, it was so obvious, like everybody knew. He should have just no-sold it. The Cuban Assassin. It was just such a like non-controversy to begin with. I don't know why they issued a statement about it.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. And by golly, we're ready to go with another big championship wrestling. But there is something special, and we'll get to that in just a minute.
I had a very interesting experience with them too. When I was writing on my website regularly, I was on their press list, so I could request movies from them, and they would send them to me for free to review and stuff like that. And I had asked them about this particular movie, and I can't remember what the name of it was. It had something Hotel Siege or Hotel whatever in it. And they were like, well, we're willing to send this to you, but we normally don't because the guy who made the movie will like sue and copyright claim anybody who reviews his movie. And I always thought that was kind of interesting. But I ended up not reviewing it. Because at the time I was like, oh my God.
Today, what we got coming up?
Right. First of all, let me tell you who's going to be here. We're going to have the King here today. He is going to be going in a single match. Also in a single match today.
But Wild Eye is amazing. Their DVDs are like $10 a piece. I think they might be more now. It's been a minute. But the Visual Vengeance line is incredible. Pretty much all the movies are great. And it's like if Criterion did like a no-budget shot-on-video movies.
Iron Mike Sharp, the big guy out of Canada. Then we'll have the interns in here. Tag team action. Troy Graham, their manager, will be with them. We will then have, later on today, the Terminators going against Mark and Brad, the Batten brothers. But before we get to that match, we have something we've never had on TV before, I don't think, and that is a loser leave TV match. The former Nightmares, Danny Davis and Ken Wayne, will be going against the Daydreamers.
Yeah,
loser leaves the boy.
It even goes further than that, Dave, but rather than explain it right here, I'm going to wait.
Are you behind Fardhammer?
What happened with Eddie Marlin on that particular match a little bit later on in the program.
And it cannot go without passing to say that this very day marks the first of what will be at least 52 weeks without Jimmy Hart.
All right. And also, they were kind enough to give Fusion Studios permission at some... I always talk about it's been like a year now, and we still haven't done it. But we can watch Amazing Bulk anytime we want to, and we can watch L.A. AIDS Jabber anytime we want to. We just can't. I just can't leave the VOD up public.
Right now, I want to call the guy out here that was responsible for it all. I'm talking about the King. We wanted him in here. Nothing is more fitting. Tremendous match with Gilbert, and I got to tell you, it feels good.
Well, it feels real good to me, Lance. I just heard you say 52 weeks without Jimmy Hart.
Minimum.
Minimum, exactly. And believe me, I've gotten asked thousands of times, letters and all kind of requests, people saying, you got Jimmy Hart into wrestling, when are you going to get him out of it? And I think the question has been answered. We don't have to look at Jimmy Hart for at least 52 more weeks around here, and I'm tickled to death. And Lance, it's real good to have this Southern Heavyweight title back in my hand.
Congratulations on that, too. I didn't mean to not...
I want to thank once again, because, I said this before, but believe me, in a match like I had with Eddie Gilbert, the fan support means so much, and to have the people there and to have them behind you, I just want to say thank you to all the fans out there who were behind me on this match.
Absolute dynamite tussle, I'll tell you that for a living fact. And
new James video, Mick Foley is insane.
Here and see the belt around his waist and to be able to say the first of 52. Okay, Dave, we got a lot to do right here, so what do you say we get at it? We'll be back with action coming up in the ring in just one moment.
William Robinson already coming up in my algorithm after he came into the chat.
It's a presidential skate.
Over 1,000 major price reductions await you at Fleming's fabulous February showcase.
Like this great Russell Singer furniture.
A country bedroom for $4.99.
Is this one of the assassins unmasked?
$600 on this dining room suite at $9.99. This majestic oak bedroom for $6.99. A $500 oak computer desk now.
$500.
Special presidential terms and offering furniture.
Tell him, young Ben
Not
Stiller.
a Lincoln penny down or a Washington dollar in interest of payments till May of '85 at all Fleming stores, where everything in the store is reduced.
Except my daddy.
Smell those fresh roasted
Wow, did you see this guy just coughing all over these fucking peanuts like that? Disgusting, bro.
Smell those fresh roasted peanuts.
Nothing can penetrate this stuffy nose.
Oh, this can.
Hall's Methylictus?
Uh-huh. With vapor action. Hall's vapor action has the power to penetrate deep into clogged nasal passages to help your stuffy nose feel clearer. While Hall's...
Oh, sure, Parbs. Did you get upset because I was criticizing Bethadone?
Hey, that's great.
The peanut?
No, the Halls.
Oh.
For penetrating relief, get Hall's vapor action. And try sugar-free Halls, too.
John Ellis Chevrolet is chopping prices on all...
Oh, man, is this the guy? Is this the tall man from Phantasm? This is... everything about this is fantastic. I love the Americana, the patriotism. I love this guy's look is just off the charts.
All new and used cars and trucks for red, white, and blue patriotic President's Sale in February. You'll find real honest values on
real
every
honest
car and
values.
Truck. Caprices, Celebrities, Cavaliers, Camaros, C10s, F10s, custom vans, used cars and trucks. Nothing held back. We've chopped prices on all of them.
It's okay, I understand. Sometimes you just need a break, Parbs.
Every penny you save would make President Abe happy. I'm sure he would say, by George, it just makes good sense to save dollars. So take off for John Ellis Chevrolet and land your best deal.
When you've got a headstrong boss, sometimes you need some
This is It's Me's boss.
headstrong relief. Goody's extra strength tablets.
When you've got a headstrong teenage daughter, sometimes you need some headstrong relief. Goody's extra strength tablets.
No matter what you've tried for a headache, try Goody's Extra Strength tablets with aspirin and acetaminophen, the two pain relievers doctors recommend most.
What a relief.
Headstrong relief.
Goody's Extra Strength tablets for real headstrong relief.
Why is he getting mad about it? We just had an entire discussion about how this is all an illusion, and I felt like he acknowledged that, and now he's getting mad about it. It's like a talk show. You know that the person's going to go here to promote their movie and here to promote their movie. That's what we're seeing. Matt should not get upset about it.
Okay, we mentioned a little bit ago.
Hey, Randy.
We had
How's it going,
smile
crew?
because of Hart not being here to make our life.
Of course, there is always also that Get Crack has offered to pay Matt to participate in a storyline with Jeremy. But Matt, last I knew, said he would not accept it because the offer was basically would only cover his gas money. So he was wanting Get Crack to turn the offer up. So maybe we're headed in that direction. We're gonna get maybe we'll get a Canadian road trip from Jeremy.
Life miserable. The match that took place between Lawler and Gilbert was not only to determine whether Lawler got out or Hart got out, it was to determine the Southern heavyweight title. I want to tell you, it was 28 minutes and 28 seconds.
Oh, boy.
Mayhem. Boy, these guys went at it hard. We're going to show you about 9 minutes of it, but I got to tell you, due to the weather, of course, we did not have.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce your. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nathwheel.
It was sensational. You'll get a flavor of it when you see this. Now, in addition to that, I want you to pay attention to a guy that's around ringside. We'll have some comments about that right now.
If you cover the Boyd news, you're going to need Goodies extra strength tablets.
Let's look. The King and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert going at it in this match and highlights. In the event that Lawler
I think Leo Fardhammer is like an hour behind. He's just now hearing about the large full breasts.
Regains the Southern heavyweight title. Jimmy Hart will leave the territory for 1 year, will make no attempt to return under a mask or any other way. And by the same token, if Gilbert retains the title, Jerry Lawler has agreed he will leave his hometown and will not return or make an attempt within 1 year.
Well, what in the world? Hang on a second. Hold on. Give me a second. I think I've got an issue here. I think it said it was in order, but I don't think it's actually in order. Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll have to loop back to this one. We're way off where we're supposed to be at here. I don't know why this playlist. I don't know why it did that. Okay. Sorry. This is the next episode that we need, which for some reason it put February 16th, 1985 in the middle of February of 1980. But I guess the next available 1980 episode is February 23rd, so that's where we're at now. How bizarre. I was like, man, why is Jimmy Hart leaving? They didn't even advertise that. So sorry, it skipped us around time-wise, but now we're back, February 23rd, 1980.
Ringside, all ready to go. Another big week.
Oh man, this one's rough too. I can't believe I didn't pick up on that. Cody Turbo's really gonna
Championship Wrestling.
File a complaint with Craig Fingerling.
Well, maybe you're going to be tuned right from the beginning all the way to the end, because that end is something else. Not to slight, however, any of the action coming up through the whole thing. Dave.
Opening match today, Paul Ellering, Ali Hassan will be here with the manager Jimmy Hart, Steve Regal, and Bobby Lyons going against him in a tag team match. Then Dennis Upton, David Oswald against handsome Jimmy Valiant and Ken Lucas as a tag team. Buddy Wayne goes against Rick Morton in a single match, and then the expiration of time match today. Six-man tag team match. It'll be David Schultz, Dennis Condrey, and Sonny King on one side of the ring. On the other, Rick and Robert Gibson and the superstar, Bill Dundee.
Man,
What's up,
what a
Paro?
six-man that is. Haven't even had a six-man in a while, and this doggone thing loaded with everybody that's tough. Right in here.
Good one.
By the way, we ought to tell the folks right at the outset.
I did
in
like
there,
the
and I think they'll be
commercials, though.
interested in this brand new AWA Southern Tag champions, Ellering and Hassan. You'll have an opportunity to see how it all happened. We'll have that.
Does Matt not watch these shows? I think sometimes he overlooks stuff in people because he wants to be on good terms with people and he wants to be friends with people, and I think he acknowledges that drama and getting up crashing out like is good for views, but it doesn't seem like he wants to be doing that kind of content. But so like, can't he tell by watching these people like what they're like and how they treat other people?
That for you. Right now, let's get ready to go with that opening bout, and we'll be back to it right after we take time out for this.
Jimmy Hart should get some work, sure.
Have half of them in there. That's
Put him with Powerhouse Hobbs.
referee Paul Morton on the left side of the screen. He is not going against Steve Regal and Tommy Lyons. Oh, yeah. Here they come, the Sunshine Boys. Jimmy Hart bubbling over with his brand new, I see him, Jimmy, with his brand new AWA Southern Tag Champion. Paul Ellering, his smile is going from pictorial to pictorial as he is really popping with pride over those Southern Tag belts.
Popping with pride.
You'll hear more about that later. Yeah. Wait till you hear how he got him. Okay, Dave, how about the official introduction?
It'll be one fall, 15-minute time limit match at a total weight of 467 pounds. From Tehran, Ali Hassan. His partner from Melrose, Minnesota, Paul Ellering. And going against him at a total weight of 456 pounds from Oklahoma, Bobby Lyons. And from Indianapolis, Indiana, Steve Regal. This match will be one fall.
He interviewed Cody Turbo on his podcast.
15-minute time limit. Referee is Paul Morton.
Yes, sir. Regal ready to go with it. Bobby Lyons teaming with Steve today. He's also ready. And take a look at that. Yeah, you can see him. That is Paul Ellering, one of the AWA Southern Tag champs. That is Ali Hassan.
So is Jeremy going to go to Ruby's new place, or are they going to meet like somewhere in the middle? Or is this just right now in the panel phases?
Better known as the Oil Sheik, Jimmy Hart, the effervescent manager of the Southern Tag Champs, and we're about ready. Yeah, guard him with our life. Referee Paul Morton requesting, and Hassan stays in, Ellering out. Pistol time. We're off and running, baby.
Steve Regal against Ali Hassan. Regal backed into the ropes. Hassan right there, and referee Paul Morton calls for a break.
Whoa.
Hassan was going to break it with a right fist. Steve Regal tagged it with the right hand. Ali Hassan, Steve Regal. Advantage in the match? Well, from the top, you got to give it to Hassan and Paul Ellering. They are the
Virginia.
holders of the AWA Southern Tag Championship belt. Hassan holding Regal up. Ellering fired a right hand into the rib cage.
Okay, so right now they're just talking about meeting up.
Regal's head into the turnbuckle. Ellering comes down with a forearm, but Regal wasn't there. A drag across the ring. Paul Ellering climbs back to his feet. Steve Regal waiting for it.
During the D-Dog meltdown, whenever he sent her the packages and stuff, and we were watching the recap, I think we were watching maybe the, I don't know if we were watching the first time when they got together or what, but I remember Matt was going ballistic in the chat. He sounded like he was in like a Shakespearean play or something. He's like, "I'm done with you, Ruby. This is one line too far.
Over to the corner. Steve makes the tag.
We could have had it all."
And his partner. This is Bobby Lyons. Paul Ellering few years. Ryan wrapping up Ellering's left arm. Tag Steve Regal. Right down on that upper arm with an elbow. Regal gets Ellering off his feet down to the mat. Hassan in from the corner without a benefit of a tag.
Down syndrome, Jack Black.
Regal, meanwhile, maintaining the bar on Paul Ellering's left arm. Ellering's got Regal in the air. Driving slam. Yeah, I see that, Jimmy Hart. There's a cover. 1, 2 count. Regal kicks out of it. He's still alive. Ellering makes the tag. The oil sheik, Ali Hassan.
The oil sheik.
Let's him have it with a forearm. Side headlock by Steve. 2 minutes, 35 seconds into the action. A one-fall, 15-minute time limit event. Regal off the ropes. He steps over, waits. Good drop kick, and he puts Hassan down on the mat.
It'll give him something to do. He can react to the
Steve
streams.
Regal. Things going his way against Ali Hassan. Good moves in the ring by Steve Regal. One of the finest drop kicks you'll ever see. Shoulders rolled up.
Man, he's got a handful of tights, ref. Come on.
Counts 2 before Regal rolls it back.
Come on, baby.
Again, Hassan had the shoulders down for a count of about 1.
Oh, thank you, Scott. Treats for Cicero and Poppy. All right. I'll hook him up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
1.5. The right shoulder came up first. The referee stopped the count at 2.
Here he comes.
Again, Hassan rolls Regal's shoulders down.
Come here. Come on.
Steve telling
Well, now he knows I want to pick him
that
up, so he
Hassan
won't
was
come
pulling
over.
the trunks.
Come on.
The reason he's able to roll
Come
those
here.
shoulders down so easily. Hassan converts to a head scissors.
There he is. See? Man, thanks, Scott. I appreciate that.
In the head scissors, Regal's in no danger of a pin, but it's a punishing hold, and you have to expend a lot of energy to get out of it.
Yeah, crew 1980. Does High C still make Ecto? I don't know. What's the deal with that? Somebody asked me about High C the other day, and then I've gotten like 2 or 3 videos in my feed now about Ecto Cooler. Is it coming back, or?
And Steve Regal breaks out of it. Goes for the headlock on Ali Hassan. Four and a half minutes into the action. 4 minutes, 30 seconds gone. Paul Ellering over in his corner. Bobby Lyons in his. Watching Steve Regal, Ali Hassan battle each other. Oh, Hassan raked his hand across Steve Regal's eye.
I think there's something going on with that.
Hassan makes the tag. Paul Ellering back in.
How do you guys feel about Ali Hassan so far?
Knee lift by Ellering. Regal in the air. Body slam by Paul Ellering. Ellering gets a running start. Got to the elbow, and Regal rolled out of the way. Bobby Lyons after the tag. Grabbed Ellering from behind. Hassan in a double team line. Paul Morton, the referee, trying to get Hassan back out to the corner. Ellering smacked Lyons
100% juice mango tangerine.
Off the rope. The knee placed in the midsection by Hassan. 5:45 gone. As Bobby Lyons taking a beating right now from Ali Hassan. Makes the tag. Steve Regal coming.
Wait, so you can get Ecto Cooler right now? But it's clear?
Regal gets the cover on Hassan, but is over near Hassan's corner. Hassan partially under the rope. Wow, and as Steve stood up, Paul Ellering right there. Double forearm across the back of the neck. Regal. Ellering to the mat, boy. He picks Ellering up in the air, body slams it. A cover by Steve Regal. Down to 2, and wow. Ellering threw him 4 feet in the air when he broke that.
Let's get Ali Hassan back in the
There's
ring.
a tag. Ellering to Ali Hassan.
Now, we don't know too much about Ali Hassan, but we do know that he has a tremendous amateur background and has won many championships where he comes from.
7 minutes gone.
He has a tremendous win-loss record.
Hassan with Steve Regal's hair.
I'm not sure, to be honest, Mr. 1000 Cents. I started watching from 86 through the beginning of 1990, and then we went back to the late 70s. We saw very little, though. There were only a few full episodes that were watchable from the late 70s. So I don't know if maybe we missed that part, but I don't know when that happens.
Regal reverses the headbutt into the turnbuckle.
You think he's oversells?
Steve Regal goes for the cover. 1, 2. Paul Ellering from outside breaks it up. We're very close to the 8-minute mark.
You can't just grab somebody by the beard. That's against the rules.
8 minutes right now.
About 7 minutes to go in the action, David. Yeah, it's 112, 15-minute time limit tag match.
Right you are. Bobby Lyons in after the tag from Steve Regal. Lyons pounding on Ali Hassan.
Here's
The Oil
Jack
Sheik
Black
is being
guy.
shook by the team of Lyons and Regal at the present time. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, Ali.
Lyons into the upper arm of Paul Ellering in the corner. That was a fist to the chin. Ellering kept it right in, doubled up. Referee Paul Moore telling him to open it up. Lyons
Oh man, look at this guy. Did you see the guy with the sunglasses on inside?
Open it up.
Hell yeah. Oh, they both got him on.
Kept it right in, doubled up. Referee Paul Moore telling him to open it up. Lyons breaks the cover at 1. Ellering upset about that. I think Ellering thought he had him. Lyons sends Ellering into the rope. Slugging it out. A vicious knee lift by Ellering. Lyons gets the tag.
Oh, yeah.
We've passed the 9-minute mark, so we have less than 6 minutes remaining in the time.
Yeah. So long, green Ecto Cooler.
Regal. 2 drop kicks. 1 on Hassan. 1 on Ellering. He tags Lyons. Ellering into the rope. Set up by Regal. Lyons, whoa, made a mistake. Went for the haymaker.
He should do like
Ellering
Jack
rolls
Black
the
style
shoulders down.
vocalizations.
Can't make it stick for the cover. Lyons almost getting himself pinned. He was able to keep the shoulders rolling.
Bite-size Andre.
There's another body slam on Bobby Lyons. Oh. A knee drop.
Maybe it.
That is it. The knee drop, and Ellering just picked Lyons up. He didn't just drop him straight down. He walked through.
Got a little momentum up and
across
then
the
really
ring.
slammed him down, man. That shows you the strength of this Paul Ellering.
That wrapped it up.
Yeah, Ellering and Hossein do it. Jimmy Hart, happy as can be. The people's champion without a doubt, Jimmy. Some people aren't sure. Well, it's time to
10 minutes, 3 seconds.
10 minutes, 3 seconds. The win going to
Cicero is
Paul
going
Ellering and
nuts.
Ali Hassan. And we've got more action coming up. Another big tag action match with Handsome Jimmy. Kenny Lucas coming in here right after we take time out for this.
D-Dog.
Wave Country's Championship Wrestling be continuing right up back in the ring in just a moment. Do want to tell you right now that Tuesday night, the old Louisville Garden's going to be rocking. A couple of the matches, one of them in particular I'm going to be interested in. Coal Miner's Glove match. Superstar Bill Dundee goes against Big Sonny King. How about it, Bill?
That's right, Lance, and I'm not crying over any spilled milk. What you done, Sonny
Roy
King,
Clark
I've never seen you do that
from
before.
Hee-Haw.
I'm not saying you're scared of me, but maybe you're getting old. I don't know. Well, let's both have it, brother. Let's take this glove and put it up on a pole. And the best man gets up there and gets it, and it's legal to use, Sonny King. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in one before, but I've been in a few. I've won a few and I've lost a few, but I'm going to win this one, and that's a promise.
Yeah, that big steel plate sewn in the back of that glove match, that's going to be something else. And how about that finale? 6-man tag.
Did he say a big steel plate sewn into a glove match? That seems kind of complicated.
Hussein and Hart going against Handsome Jimmy, Billy Robinson, and Ken Lucas.
You know, this is the place where Billy Robson got burned. I'd like to say one thing, Lance. I've got 2 men on my side, Robson and Valiant. Robson's recovering right now, but I'm going to tell you something. Billy's the type of man that carries a lot of grudges. And when he goes in the ring against those other 3 guys, actually 2 men and a worm, I'm going to tell you some dues are going to be paid because it's going to be myself, Valiant, and Billy Robson, and Ellery, and Hussein, and Hart. Let me tell you one thing for sure. A man's recovering, we've got Jimmy Valiant. I'm going to tell you there's going to be some dues paid.
We're going to be looking for it. Handsome
There
Jimmy
were at least 5 to 6 variations of he's going to tell us something.
right there on that 6-man.
Who am I, Smokey? Lancer, you know, Handsome Jimmy loves 6-man tags. You know, I love about 6 women tags. I love
Oh, he changed his lifespan to be only 90 years old? That's fair.
6, baby. You know, I was 6 years old when I got my first half mama. You know, I had 6 T-bones
I mean, did he say why?
this morning. I had 6 eggs over easy. Whoa, Muncie, I got 6 Doberman. I got 6 outright Lincolns, brother. I've been married 6 times.
If you remember, I said I needed to live to be 90 if I was going to cover all of McHenry's content.
4-7. I'm down. Look, 6, 6,
He'll be there Tuesday, Louisville Gardens. That wild, handsome Jimmy in that 6-man tag in there that I know you're not going to want to miss. Be there.
All right, we are back. We have half of our opposition coming up. I guess every now and then, Dave, we just got to come right out and say we have on the surface of it a mismatch.
That's the good thing about his videos. I mean, you can kind of keep up with what he's doing just off the titles.
And because it happens. You get young guys against the veterans. And today,
That's how I title my VP clips, so that even if you don't want to watch them, you can at least know like what you can. I'll tell you literally what happens in the video in the title.
we've got a young team. Oh, there he is. The one and only Southern heavyweight champ, Handsome Jimmy.
Woo, Mercy Lancer. How about Jackson Brown right there? Hey, baby, Star Wars, King of the United States, with one of his favorite bird dogs, Kenneth Lucas.
Kenneth Lucas. Not quite as happy as he was at one point after, well, they're going to be seeing what happened when he and Robinson lost the belts to Ellering and Hassan a little bit later. Well, anyhow, enough of that. Let's go to the introductions, Dave.
It's a 1-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Total weight 434 pounds. From Mississippi, Dennis Upton. And from Jonesboro, Arkansas, David Oswald. And a total weight of 460 pounds. From Las Vegas, Nevada.
When you're old, G-Thanks, will you be drinking your Geritol out of your 7-Eleven collector cups?
Kenneth Lucas and his partner from New York City, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Referee is Jerry
that
Calhoun,
really
and Handsome Jimmy is explaining
gives me an
mathematics to us.
existential
How many
crisis.
adjectives could you use, Dave? Irrepressible, unpredictable. You could go on all week with Handsome Jimmy.
Oh, good Lawler's in
No
this
way
match.
to tell him. Taking his eyes off now. Kenneth Lucas. We got it, Jimmy. We got it. David Oswald bouncing around. That's because
McHenry accepting his mortality.
he doesn't have to start against Handsome Jimmy, I guess. Third time. Here we go. Second tag.
What does
match
that mean?
today. Ken Lucas. Hey, let me tell you, nobody better be ordered too happy when they're in there with Kenneth Lucas because he'll hurt you. Kenny not being in the best of moods starts right out off on young David Oswald. Going against Lucas. Lucas, open hand in the midsection. If we get a chance, we'll explain that open hand rule to you in terms of what constitutes an open hand. Ken holding on with a side headlock on the mat. And Oswald, not a very smart thing to do. Grabbed the hair of Lucas, pulled him into a head scissors. Lucas doesn't like it. That had no way of being an open hand. He just mashed him for a second time right there. Oswald learning the hard way.
Ovaltine milkshake playing shuffleboard.
Pounding his right home. And he just slung him. I don't think there's a really marvelous word for it. Slung him is the best description I can give you. Here comes Dennis Upton out of Mississippi. And Dennis. Ooh. Down hard on a backdrop. In the air, Handsome pounding him. Tags Kenneth Lucas. And a whip across the ring. Lucas to the midsection. Down he goes.
Like, and if you total up the amount of time he spent talking about what he wanted to watch or what he wanted to read or what he wanted to do versus the time spent actually doing, that's when that's gonna be his Twilight Zone moment, you know?
Goes and Jim's standing in the ring doing a little cheerleading.
Be like, examine Eric McHenry, all the free time in the world, and spend all of his time wondering what to do with it. A perfect denizen in the Twilight Zone.
There, helping to direct his shot right to the midsection.
Handsome is non-stop all during the matches. Hey, hey, we can hear him over in the corner, cheering him on.
Yes, sir. Ken Lucas with Dennis Upton. Putting Upton right down on his back. I didn't see David Oswald reaching to tag, so Jim just comes over. He doesn't want him to think he's forgotten completely out there. Comes over and blasts him one. Up in the air. Backdrop. Tag. Ken Lucas.
We've just passed the 2-minute mark.
And certainly not unexpected. It's been all Lucas.
Looks like he smells bad.
Point with Upton and David
I can't
Oswald,
argue
very young
against
team.
it. I mean,
Working as a tag team, I think. Oh, boy, right across the jaw. Lucas, 1, 2, 3, that's all.
breaks his glasses.
Oswald started to rescue Upton, and Handsome Jimmy was just storming across the ring, and Oswald backpedaled very quickly. 2:33 the time.
Uh-oh. Come on, Jim. Nah. That guy, I tell you. Handsome Jimmy.
I feel like George Durunda had his Twilight Zone moment when someone finally became like obsessed with primetime and spreading the gospel of primetime. It was like probably George's absolute least favorite archetype of person.
Predictable as can be, except to predict that he will be unpredictable. And Ken Lucas get a number, Jim. Yeah. Yeah. How much time?
2:33.
2 minutes, 33 seconds. Valiant Lucas coming through with a...
Somebody finally like deep dives your art and analyzes it, and it's a stoner gooner that that puts your work alongside that of real life drug addicts and psychopaths.
233 win over the young team of Upton and David Oswald, and we've got more action coming up for you on Championship Wrestling. We'll show you what happened. In
All right, see you later,
Gardens
Mr.
in Louisville,
1000
Kentucky,
cents.
Right after we take time out for this. back into the ring here in just a few minutes, but an event that we mentioned a little bit earlier, Dave, that took place in the Louisville Gardens in Louisville, Kentucky. And by the way, all the folks up in Louisville, Kentucky ask about you, as well as Lexington and Evansville and all the other places. And I tell them I just can't get that guy away.
Well, of course, busy doing a couple of other things. But this summer, I want to make the rounds.
All right, we're looking forward to that. This was a situation I thought that we wanted to share with you because it was a dynamite, tough bout. But an incident took place. Southern Tag Team Championship at stake. Let me set the stage for you. Paul Ellering, Ali Hassan.
Mr. 1000 Cent honestly sounds like one of the tag teams that Brian Last would have told Jim Cornette about in that video. Jim, what do you think about Mr. 1000 Cent?
On challenging the then champs, Billy Robinson, Ken Lucas. This was in the Louisville Gardens in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'll let the match tell the rest of the tale. Let's take a look. Hanging on to Ken Lucas now. Kenny over underneath the rope. Here comes Billy Robinson after Jimmy Hart around ringside. Lucas nailed by Ellering. While Robinson was chasing Hart, Hassan held Billy Robinson, or rather Ken Lucas, and Ellering really glommed him off the ropes.
Really glommed him?
We're past the 15-minute mark with 45 minutes to wrestle. Ken's head slammed into the turnbuckle. Foot. Lucas down. Count of 1, 2, and Robinson breaks it up as he nails Hassan from the back, and the referee telling him, get out, get out. Here comes Ellering interfering. He has his 2 fists worth.
Oh, he's busted open.
Count of 1. Oop. Hassan had a 2
Come on,
count.
ref.
Maybe a 3, but Billy broke it up. Ellering laces him.
Pint-sized Andre for him.
Lucas. Nailed by Ellering. Comes back at him. Pops him 1. And Robinson nails Hassan. Lucas pounding Ellering, pounding Ellering. Here comes Jimmy Hart. He busts Billy Robinson.
I'll be right back.
While the referee trying to separate Lucas and Ellering, Hart thrown down on the canvas. Ali Hassan. Big ball of fire in there, and Lucas going for a sleeper on Ellering. Billy Robinson. Hassan pushed down. Hard up again. Breaks the stick over Lucas. Jumps out of the ring. Ellering covers 1, 2, 3. And that is going to be it. What a wild and woolly AWA Southern Tag match.
Wild and woolly.
Ali Hassan jumped on Robinson. Fire
some fire at him. Really caught him, it looked like, with a ball of fire. Robinson out of the ring and down on the floor. And now, Hassan and Ellering.
That's pretty rude. You know, there could be Southerners in the chat right now that would not appreciate that comment, ATF.
With those belts held high, walking out, Ken Lucas pleading about the face, going after Hassan, Ellering, and Hart. He has gone berserk.
He's gone berserk.
Ellering nails him from behind. Hart takes a shot at him. They're pounding him. Pounding on Lucas.
Get him, Jimmy. Whoa!
Here comes handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Man, look at this crowd.
Cockeyed by Valiant. Valiant grabs Ellering. The Southern heavyweight champ. Clear in the ring. Puts Ali Hassan down.
Man, they are hot.
I have still seen no sign of Billy Robinson.
Yeah, they had already taken Billy to the doctor at that point, and I had missed him going out. And after the match in there, I said to handsome Jimmy, you know, what a wild thing, as you saw right in there. And, of course, the videotape clearly shows, but as we have been through on a good many occasions, like everybody else, as yet, videotape has not been accepted as the arbitrator of any kind of decisions on it in the sports world. And Ali Hassan and Paul Ellering ended up with the belts in there. I mentioned to Jimmy, I said, Jimmy almost killed Hassan with a chair in there. And Jimmy said, how did I miss? How did I miss? And I'm saying, Jimmy,
wow.
You better believe a lot of bad feelings going on about that. But Ellering and Hassan, as witnessed today, do in fact have the AWA Southern Tag belt. They don't care how they got them at gunpoint or whatever in there. They got them. And a lot of us folks not too happy about that, including Ken Lucas, and most of all, Billy Robinson and Jimmy Valiant just don't care, man. He wants them. We're going to be back with more wrestling action here on Championship Wrestling in just a moment.
I like how he even knew he was on TV, and he was still just completely unenthusiastic about the experience.
Okay, we got more action coming up, obviously, on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling. Going to be back to it. Didn't have a chance a moment ago to give you the entire card coming up at the Gardens Tuesday night. You'll want to hear it all. Listen to this opening bout, and that'll make you be there right there on time to see it. The Blonde Bombers, Wayne Ferris, Larry Latham with Danny Davis along ringside will be going against the Gibson brothers, Rick and Robert, as an opening bout. Then it'll be a match that'll have Steve Regal and Rick Morton, always great together or alone, but they're going to be together against Dr. D and Mr. C, David Schultz and Dennis Condrey. Finally, the last two matches, Coal Miner's glove match. Sonny King will have the problem of tangling with an experienced Coal Miner's glove fighter, Bill Dundee, the superstar. And then the final bout, a six-man tag match with Paul Ellering, Ali
You guys
Hassan,
are crazy today
and Jimmy
in the
Hart,
chat.
going against handsome Jimmy Valiant, Billy Robinson, and Ken Lucas. All of that action takes place Tuesday, right
It's
there
all the
in
Panax
Garden.
ginseng.
One fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up. Introducing at a total weight of 246 pounds, or at 246 pounds, from Memphis, Tennessee, Buddy Wayne.
Buddy Wayne.
Against him from Nashville, Tennessee, 193 pounds, Rick Morton. This is a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Referee Paul Morton.
Okay, we're about ready for it. Is Rick Morton getting his jacket off? Buddy Wayne now unpeeling, and we're ready to go.
Unpeeling.
Fine action. Bell time. Referee says do it. We're
Or
doing
did he
it.
say Buddy Wayne unappealing?
Buddy Wayne, lots of weight advantage on Rick Morton, but Rick Morton, one of the fastest wrestlers anywhere around. Should be a good match.
I feel like Humble King It's Me and Buddy Wayne could have a great conversation involving clip-on microphones.
Oh, Buddy Wayne.
Buddy Wayne.
Well, airful and yanked Rick Morton down to the mat. Rick counters him. That arm wrapped up behind his back and drops on the elbow. Rick Morton. Oh, flips Buddy Wayne coming off the ropes. Buddy holding onto his back.
Come on, buddy.
Buddy grabs Rick Morton's left arm. Down to the mat, Rick Morton. Buddy Wayne gets the head scissors on him.
You might try some Pan-X ginseng. Be careful.
Leg drop by Buddy Wayne. Morton hanging on to Buddy Wayne. Buddy trying to grab that headlock. Rolls under the rope. Buddy a little upset. Thought maybe Rick was slow about breaking the hold.
I'm a moderator for this woman who in Africa that live streams. She's somewhere in Africa. I don't remember what country she's in, but anyway, I'm a mod in her channel, and I guess she had some problem because she made an AI picture of a politician from there, and I guess she got in trouble for it.
Buddy was halfway under the ropes.
She was doing like an SOS on there, warning people.
Rick Morton with a headlock on Buddy Wayne. 2 minutes, 20 seconds gone.
You hear that, lady? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Buddy Wayne trying to get Rick off balance to break out on him. Rick takes him down to the mat.
Do you think
Buddy
that's
Wayne
his
rolls
rat in the crowd?
down. He's pulling the trunks, no doubt about it. Right in front of the camera.
Is it Uganda, really?
Here's again. See Buddy Wayne pulling those tights, adding downward pressure to try to hold Rick Morton's shoulders on the mat for the 3 count.
Are you sure it's Uganda? Are you talking about Susie Uwara? I don't know for sure that she's in Uganda. I put a clip of her up the other day. She's like, Mach Fusion! Mach Fusion! I get demonetized.
Picking Rick up. Rick stayed with him, maintains a headlock. And Buddy Wayne shoulders briefly on the mat. There he goes again with a reversal. And again, he was pulling trunks. Rick slammed into the turnbuckles, his shoulder leading the way. The knee.
Beth sent me a me personally message on Discord.
By Buddy Wayne. Morton off the ropes, steps over, presses him down to the mat. 2, 3, that's it.
Mach confusion. Why had they done this?
Rick Morton. Good control in there as he was coming off the ropes. Buddy Wayne was waiting to lay a flip on him. But Rick stepped over, came back, pressed Buddy's shoulders down to the...
Yeah, I mean, I guess she's in Uganda. She just streams, like, from her little hut or whatever, you know, some kind of small structure. I don't really understand what the point of her content is, but I've been watching her for years. I don't know.
That held him there for the 3 count, and in 4 minutes, 11 seconds, the win.
She really likes me.
Rick Morton, the official winner.
Coming up, Dave, and that's what it is, the main event.
I've explained to her that it is about her, but that's a pretty common, like, you know, thing. It could be many people, anybody in the Boyd. Lots of them have that, go into Wyan mode.
Championship Wrestling.
I tell you, 6-man tag team match introducing at a total weight of 725 pounds on the left of your screen.
Sometimes I just go in and talk to Susie Iwara about what's going on YouTube and stuff, and she has no idea who any of the people are, but she doesn't care. She's just happy to talk to somebody. She's like, he did what?
Jackson, Tennessee, David Schultz. From North Carolina, Dennis Condrey. And from McCall, Louisiana, Sonny King. At a total weight of 668 pounds. From Pensacola, Florida, Rick and Robert Gibson. And from Australia,
did they have a graphic up on this?
At a total
Who's in the match?
Morton, the official winner.
Coming up, Dave, and that's what it is, the main event of our Championship Wrestling.
I tell you, 6-man tag team match introducing at a total weight of 725 pounds on the left of your screen. From Jackson, Tennessee, David Schultz. From North Carolina, Dennis Condrey. And from McCall, Louisiana, Sonny King. At a total weight of 668 pounds. From Pensacola, Florida,
But I will say this. I think when I think of it, I really think probably of Grace first because she does a really good version of it. But Bethadone is the one who actually probably uses makes me want to do the voice.
And Robert Gibson. And from Australia, Bill Superstar Dundee.
There they are. Dundee and the Gibsons. Referee Jerry Calhoun saying, let's get rid of it. End up with one man in the ring. And the jackets come off. Sonny taking off his attire. Bill
Sonny
Dundee
King, David Schultz, and who?
out of his.
Dennis Condrey.
And we're about ready. I don't know who's going to be starting. Dr. D and Dennis Condrey primping over here.
Wow, what a team. Sonny King, Dennis Condrey, and
ready for it.
Dr.
Looks like, yeah, he'll be starting on this side.
Dr. D,
Bill
Dennis Condrey, and Sonny King.
Bell time. We are ready. 6-man tag, and boy, some participants. Take a look at this one. Condrey, Dundee, opening it up.
What do I think about it? I mean, if you like that kind of thing, I'm not gonna watch it. I think Dirty Dalish is boring. I like Kinetic Kel, but is she gonna be real Kinetic Kel, or is she gonna be like a toxic positivity Kinetic Kel?
Expiration of time. Hey, we've got plenty
Why is this
of time.
an expiration of time match if there's all this time left?
Dave, so we got time to get in a lot of action on this 6-man tag.
She's back making normie girl Instagram type content.
Around with a hand.
And she took down her comeback attempt, which I should have known to archive them, but I didn't. But they weren't really anything. But they had a couple mildly interesting IRLs.
Look at Condrey while the referee was on the backside, but the referee saw him. Breaks it up.
No. She'll probably be like a fake positivity.
Bill Dundee standing side headlock tag. Robert Gibson, the younger of the Gibson brothers.
Oh my God, guys, I
Billy
can't believe
takes
I
a
ever
parting
collabed with
shot
some
at
of these
Dennis
people,
Condrey, and
but
I
I'm
can
just looking forward
guarantee
to
you,
a brighter future.
Bill has no hesitation of knuckling any of these guys, particularly Sonny King. Because he
Particularly Sonny
knows
King.
it's a case of doing it to them first before they do it unto you. Kind of one, then Robert's shoulders back up and off. I think Robert said to him, watch the tights, watch the tights. Whip. Whoa, beautiful shoulder from Gibson.
God, listen to the
Condrey
crowd.
knowing when to pull it up. Tags out of there as he gives it over to Dr. D, who starts quickly with a hip toss and right back at it. Make that a mare, and Gibson out of it. Around behind, waist locks him from behind. And he's lost. Gibson around behind, takes him over and down and pin one. Nope, he didn't get it. Tags his brother Rick. Look at these exchanges, really in and out of there in a hurry. Rick rolled over and Dennis Condrey just kept on going as Rick held on to that side headlock he has. Back to their feet. Rick Gibson over.
Yeah, I
the
love
top,
David
back
Schultz is
drop.
awesome. I love watching him. He's even
There's
great on
tag.
Morton Downey.
The big guy out of McCall, Louisiana. Sonny King in on Rick.
We're 2.5 minutes into it.
Expiration of time match where we just keep going till our time is out on Championship Wrestling. Sonny King reverse face lock on Rick Gibson. And look at Gibson come up, bridges himself straight up in the air. Boy, Sonny bending Rick back down over his knee. Sonny goes in at what, around 253 or 4, something like that.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. Strong, quick. You saw Rick's head in the bite.
That was brutal.
Not sure, but what Sonny's got a little Rick's hair wrapped in there.
Leo
too.
Farthammer just got to Sugar Bear Harris.
Yeah, he could do that. Rick back straight up, though. Wrist lock. They're battling with a double wrist lock. And down. Believe Dennis Condrey adding his 5 fingers worth to that one as he grabbed a hold of the
Adding
hair
his
of Rick
5
Gibson.
fingers worth.
Referee Jerry Calhoun. Boy, I'll tell you, I've been just watching him. Haven't mentioned it, but he has had, oh, look at here. King in there, Dundee in there, Robert Gibson, Rick Gibson, Schultz, Condrey's the only one on the outside. Referee trying to get things settled back down to normal.
4 minutes, 15 seconds
Boy, the
gone.
hair
Lance
on a lot
Russell
of
and
these
Dave
guys.
Brown with an exciting
Wow.
6-man tag match. Schultz, Rick Gibson. Robert and Dundee on the other side, and Condrey and King out here. Closest to us in this corner. Shoulder from Rick. And here comes Billy. Flying shoulder. Tag Sonny King. All right. Sonny King, the superstar. Stand by, friends. Bill Dundee with a win over Sonny King in his record. Sonny King
I don't know.
galls him more than anything I've seen gall him in a long, long time. Dundee charges. Sonny King on the ropes. And look at Billy and Sonny. Going at it. Headbutt from Sonny
The
King,
crowd
and
is
down
really
goes
loving
Dundee.
this.
Sonny tags out to Dennis Condrey, and Condrey drops with a knee. 1, 2, and Dundee out of it.
Man, Condry's hair is pretty majestic here.
Once again, but this time it's a 1 count. Rick Gibson helped out there. Billy buries the shoulder, but a tag goes to Schultz. Dr. D drops an elbow.
6 minutes, 5 seconds gone in an expiration of time match.
And a suplex at 6:05.
I think Dennis Condrey, like Matt, has like the eyes of an owl, you know? Man, and his hair, I feel like every time he gets in the ring, it seems like they're making his hair like one size bigger.
Sonny, and Sonny tags Dundee with a fist. Whip. Sonny and Bill firing away at each other. Dundee pushes him to the rope. Sonny into it. Over the top. Big elbow, and King is down. Tag on David Schultz. And right away, Dr. D grabs the hair. Billy blocks the right, fires one of his own. What a drop kick. Rick Gibson almost put him in the 3rd row. Really nailed him.
Ricky Gibson.
Great 6-man action as we thought it would be. And they're both down. Oh, I think Rick nailed his head or his knee. Something happened, and Rick just collapsed over there after he had nailed David Schultz with his shoulder.
Maybe he don't like him.
He's holding that left knee.
Let's see if there was any
holding his back after
drama.
Dennis Condrey dropped it in. Whip into the rope. Backdrop. All the way up and down. Rick Gibson covered, maybe, and no, he kicks out.
Bill Dundee have heat.
Tag on Sonny.
With Sonny King.
Rick takes a double hand shot from Sonny King. Tag in the corner. Did he miss it or make it? I think he missed it. Because I saw him trying to...
Okay, so I asked it, did Bill Dundee have heat with Sonny King? And the AI says yes. Bill Dundee and Sonny King had significant on-screen heat, though there's no record of legitimate real-life animosity between them. And then it runs down their feud, but it doesn't... it says they didn't have any personal issues.
Go back and tag him again. Oh, Sonny. I'm not going to do anything, David, but sit here and talk about it. Sonny King, really, man, he's like he's trying to twist the top off a barrel. He has got Rick Gibson's
Twist
head
the top off a barrel.
lodged between those huge hands of his and twisting on it.
I like how the AI, though, said yes, and then went on to say that, in fact, the answer was no.
But the referee breaks it up. Something Sonny was doing. Sonny goes right after Bill Dundee outside the ropes. Gibson on the floor, right in between him. Sonny, a cocoa butt on Dundee. Here comes Condrey. Robert Gibson into the turnbuckle. Look! All right, sunset flip in reverse. What a beautiful move.
What a
Robert
match.
Gibson. Oh, he pulled himself
All right, so we'll get a
up on
second
the
fall,
rope,
at least
got
partial.
Condrey underneath, hooked him in a body scissors, rolled him over into the sunset
No.
flip pin position, and got
It's
a
like, yeah, so if you were just looking for like a quick reference, you'd be like, oh, okay, yes. And it's like, lists off how they, in fact, did not have any personal animosity.
2-3, Dave. Great first fall.
Oh, and Rick and Dundee had both been out. They came back in just in time. 9:34 the time.
And we're going to wind it up. We'll be back with more
How you
action
doing,
for
Dave?
you in just a moment.
Brothers.
Back to more action coming up in a moment. Louisville Gardens, plenty of action next Tuesday night when Jared Welch Professional Wrestling comes your way. Final bout, six-man tag. It'll have Paul Ellering, Ali Hussein, and Jimmy Hart all on one side of the ring against Handsome Jimmy, Billy Robinson, and Ken Lucas. This is not one of those cases where you're going to be sitting outside the ring,
boy.
Jimmy Hart. You're going to be in there and participating.
You know, I can't believe this, man. Why do these people want to try to get me in the ring week after week, man? I'm a manager. I sit there, I mind my own business. I'm managing two of the greatest, well, the greatest athletes in the world. But let me tell you something. Since you boys have gone ahead and tried to get me in the ring, you're going to see a new Jimmy Hart this week, baby. You're going to see a fighting Jimmy Hart this week. But these two guys right here are going to take care of the whole party for me because, you know, it's Paul Ellering's birthday. Did you know that?
No,
That night is tell him, Paulie, baby.
That's right, it's my birthday, and I'm going to celebrate by putting a lot of candles on the cake. And we're going to feed these three.
Oh, nice, Dave.
Three little pigs. That's what they are. They're three little pigs. You got Ken Mucus, the ugly pig.
Ken
you got
Mucus?
The disco duck pig. He's dancing. He don't know where he is. He never has both oars in the water at the same time. And you got Spaghetti Arms pig. He can barely hold himself up. Well, we're going to huff, and we're going to puff, and we're going to burn your house down. You can do it, Sheik. We're going to do it again. And we ain't ever gonna. We're always going to be the champions. We are the champions. Look at this body. We're going to win.
Tuesday night.
Oh my God, what the hell?
You'll have it all going right there in a six-man tag match that will follow a coal miner's glove match when the superstar
I'll be right back.
takes on Sonny King. And then you'll have that six-man match with Hussein, Ellering, and Hart going against Valiant and Robinson and Ken Lucas. All of that action is coming up Tuesday night right there in the Gardens. We would like to have you there. Don't you dare miss it. See you Tuesday. We don't have enough time. No. Well, this is when you wish you had about 2 hours. Man.
Sure. Just let him go.
Man, let him fire in there. 47 falls on that expiration tonight. What a first fall on our championship wrestling. Schultz, Condrey, and King, Gibson's, and Dundee. Boy, it's all happened right there. How about a recap of the whole thing? There wasn't no slouch from beginning to end. I loved it today.
Wasn't bad with it all either. We had Paul Ellering, Ali Hassan winning in 10 minutes 3 seconds over Steve Regal and Bobby Lyons. It was Handsome Jimmy Valiant and Kenneth Lucas, as Jimmy says, all the way over Dennis Upton and David Oswald. Rick Morton defeated Buddy Wayne, and David Schultz, Dennis Condrey, Sonny King dropped the first fall. The win went to Rick and Robert Gibson and Bill Dundee as Robert got the pin in 9 minutes 34 seconds. And with timeout,
I prefer
that's all
buggy
it took
whip.
This expiration of time match. One fall, and the Gibsons and the Superstar win the match over David Schultz, Dennis
Soda
Condrey, and Sonny
Popinski?
King.
Yeah, it's not always possible to have something as dynamite as a
Fair.
six-man match.
You're talking about
here.
Paul
I know
Ellering,
that
right?
Quite often we'll get some comments from around championship wrestling territory saying, gee, that was kind of a mismatch. Okay, so we told you the Valiant Lucas thing. I mean, the young guy, when you put young guys with a little experience in, eventually they're going to run into guys who have got a whole lot more experience in them, and you end up with a situation like that. We've been fortunately horsing around with championship wrestling a long time, and it's been that way from the beginning of time. It's that way in everything. They put a freshman football player in the line against some of the old pros.
I can't look at Cody Turbo. What an absolute methadone simp. He's in here saying Precious Paul and spelling it like Paul Mall the cat.
That is the way it goes. We do appreciate you being with us. Next week, same thing. Action, man, right here on Championship Wrestling. We hope you'll join Dave Brown and Lance Russell. Some more of the roughest, toughest wrestling action you will see anywhere on Championship Wrestling. Until then, bye-bye, everybody.
Man, imagine having to wait in between episodes. Brutal. Wow, wow. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, I really like this kind of stuff. I want to watch it one more time. Wrestling. Is that's all it's gonna say? Wrestling. Whoa! Whoa! Look at Lance Russell's coat. Holy shit! He trying to look like Boyd Pierce.
On ringside, ready to go with another big championship wrestling action. By golly, fired up. We got some tag team matches scheduled today. That won't quit, David.
You are right. Opening match of the day. Buddy Wayne, David Oswald in here. They will be going against the Gibson brothers, Rick and Robert. That's just the opener. Another tag team match, and I'm waiting for this one. It's going to be Bill Dundee, handsome Jimmy Valiant on one side of the ring. Ooh. On the other side, it'll be David Schultz and Dennis Condrey.
Wow, what a negative thing to say.
How about that? Dr. D and Dennis Condrey going against the superstar and mercy, handsome Jimmy.
Indeed, and that's not all. Expiration of time match then coming up. Jerry Bryant, Rick Morton to go against Paul Ellering and Ali Hassan.
I got to tell you some videotapes too, Davey, that we have.
Ali Hassan, the Iranian man that was involved in threats of arson last week.
Match that took place between Sonny King and his brother Shaft and Ray Candy and Sugar Bear Harris. We're going to be seeing all of that action in there, plus some others. We better get into it if we got all that to go. We'll be back with wrestling action in the ring in just one moment.
Gentlemen, now's your chance to see 13 of the world's greatest professional wrestlers featured in a triple main event at the National Guard Armory.
Hey, Leo, did you catch up with real time? Uh-oh, Big Johnson against Joe Valiant.
Ex-pro football player with the Cleveland Browns versus the fabulous Joe Valiant. And the Von Bronner twins versus Louisville's own Joe Hall.
Joe Ball?
And Bill Helm for the United States Tag Team title. See other great stars like Dale Mann versus Ron Starr. See midgets versus midgets.
Too Small Jones? What? Jan Tucker versus Alice Cooper?
Girls versus girls. You can even see the Masked Assassin versus a 750-pound wrestling
What the
bear.
fuck? This is like the greatest wrestling card ever.
Buy your
Oh
tickets
my
at
god, look at this. Ringside, $5. Even ATF Media would pony up for that.
advance and save
And you save $1 if you buy it in advance.
Day of Fight, $4 and $5 seats available for adults, $3 for children. This is a chance in a lifetime to see championship wrestling at its best. That's tonight, beginning at 8 o'clock at the National Guard Armory in Butyl. That's tonight, championship wrestling, beginning at 8 o'clock at the National Guard Armory in Butyl. Don't miss it. Nowadays,
One fall, 10-minute time limit match at a total weight of 468 pounds. From Memphis, Tennessee, Buddy Wayne, and from Jonesboro, Arkansas, David Oswald. At a total weight of 454 pounds on the right of your screen. From Pensacola, Florida, Rick and Robert Gibson.
Yeah, Rick Gibson, definitely not what I pictured.
Time limit match, referee Jerry Calhoun.
The very popular Gibson brothers going against Buddy Wayne and David
Didn't you say
Oswald.
Luna was
Wayne
crying the other day,
good
Hunter Stream?
experience. David Oswald, young fella, very aggressive, and we're ready to do it, David.
It's Robert Gibson against Buddy Wayne as we're underway. Robert Gibson with the headlock. Buddy Wayne picking him up in the air. Robert Gibson hangs on. Buddy Wayne finds himself on the mat still. Victim of the headlock. He breaks out of it. Threw Robert Gibson into the ropes. Knee lift. Robert hits the mat. Quickly tags his brother. Here's Rick. Buddy Wayne, meanwhile, has gone to the corner. He's tagged David Oswald. Oswald body slammed by Rick Gibson. He gets a knee lift. Puts Oswald on the mat. Oh, Gibson.
Is there a video of it?
Like he was trying to drop him down the...
I kind of doubt it. They might show clips on here at some point in the future.
Small package, but Oswald broke out of it. Went with a step over toe hold. Gibson
It looked
worked
great,
his way
though.
out. He goes with a toe hold. Tags his brother. Here's Robert coming back in. A little pressure.
Big Johnson, Too Small Jones, Alice
Robert
Cooper,
Gibson, please stay put there as he came into the action.
Joe Valiant.
Robert takes over the toe hold. Tags Rick. Rick over the top rope. Some swings down. Drops on the leg. David
That's awesome,
Oswald.
Cody. I bet it was very
Gibson brothers with that quick
renewing
tag.
for her.
Boy, they have some fine, fine teamwork. We're about a minute and a half into the action.
That hair is Really something on Rick
Making the
Gibson.
quick tag. David Oswald on the mat. Buddy Wayne trying to cheer David Oswald on. Oswald does break out of it, and he gets the tag. Here's Buddy Wayne against Rick Gibson.
You guys talked Luna Star down.
Buddy Wayne with a headlock. Rick Gibson fires him into the ropes. Over the shoulder, coming off of there, and Buddy Wayne, all 246 pounds of him, hits the mat. Gibson's make a tag. Buddy Wayne.
I can't get over that haircut,
Robert
man.
Gibson, good drop kick, puts Wayne on the mat, a cover. Count of one's all he gets. Buddy Wayne quickly to the corner.
Here comes Timu Lawler. Barry Lawler.
Oswald with a headlock on Robert Gibson. He gets the tag. Buddy Wayne.
Frequent tags from Buddy Wayne and
Robert on the exchange.
Timu Lawler.
Tag made, and here's Oswald with a left hand. 2.5 minutes in.
Oh, nice.
Oswald on the mat.
Oh, yeah, the masked man versus the bear.
Lock. Hair pulling by Oswald. He yanked Robert down to the mat. Rick is there, though, after the tag. Ooh, a suplex. Rick Gibson follows with the lower part of the leg, across the forehead.
Wow, what a statement.
3
Cody
minutes,
Turbo.
15 seconds gone. Oh, look at that teamwork. Rick set him up, Robert right there. The count is 3, and that is it. 3 minutes, 28 seconds of action. And the Gibson brothers, boy, I'm amazed by these guys' teamwork every time I see them. They anticipate each other's moves. Each knows where the other is at all times. And they put it together for a victory there over the team of Buddy Wayne and David Oswald.
Well, hey, like they say, man, it didn't take them long to look at a horseshoe. When they got it going, you could just see it coming. Rip fired him in, backdrop, bam with the elbow to cover 1, 2, 3, and how much time did it elapse?
3:28.
3 minutes and 28 seconds. First victory goes to the team of Rick and Robert Gibson over Buddy Wayne and David Oswald. Action also took place in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, in a match that really had some heavyweights. I want you to look at the size of these guys if you can appreciate it. Sonny
Buddy
King and
Wayne.
his brother Shaft
There's no way Buddy Wayne only weighs 246. I don't believe it.
went in against an even bigger team with Sugar Bear Harris and his brother Ray Candy. Let's take a look at the action as it happened. It's got something around Sugar Bear's neck.
Sonny King and Shaft. Who's Shaft? Versus Ray Candy and Sugar Bear Harris. Clarence would love this match.
The referee saying, let's break it out. Oh, it's a string. I can see it now. Looks like a shoelace or something out of his tights.
Clarence would be like, you think you free? Ask yourself, are you really free if when you in a wrestling match in the CWA and you want to use a closed fist, that referee will tell you you cannot use a closed fist. So are you really free?
Referee Jerry Calhoun really having his work cut out for him this afternoon as he's dealing with mammoth guys in there. Referee inspecting Sonny King. Sonny had dropped that string down on the canvas. Now he attacks Sugar Bear Harris again.
Wow, look at the crowd. What's up, Logan Bush?
Oh, Ray Candy back behind Sonny King, taking a knee wrap off. He comes over and grabs
I'm going to speak on this real quick. Hi, Methadone Clinic.
Ring the bell. Shaft in beating on Ray Candy.
Come on, Shaft.
8 minutes and 9 seconds. The bout is stopped. Sonny caught using that string on Sugar Bear.
He'd be like,
Ray Candy.
You think now that so-called referee Jerry Calhoun, he gonna call me out on using a closed fist, but you think he gonna call Jerry Lawler out, a so-called white man, a so-called king? Think about that, king. What that tell you about what he doing? You see, yeah.
He just openly going in to help his brother out. Had that knee wrap off. Now Sugar Bear's got it on Sonny. While Shaft and Ray Candy are going at it. Jerry Calhoun saying, help him. Bring somebody in here. Let's help me out.
Thanks, Logan Bush.
Boy, how'd you like to be in the middle of guys? The smallest one is Sonny King, who weighs about
What's up,
255.
XM Vibes?
Sugar Bear at 300.
Randy, I'd like to see like a full... I'd like to see like a real pullback shot.
290. Shaft right at 270. Referee Paul Morton comes in to try to help out Jerry Calhoun. I don't know whether he's going to be much help. He does have Sugar Bear and Sonny separated. Ray Candy. Uh-oh, Sugar Bear now got Shaft.
Sugar Bear got the shaft.
The official time was 8:09.
That suit coat is wild.
Ball and a half. There's going to be more about that. We're going to be back with more wrestling action in just a moment. Back to Wave Country's Championship Wrestling in the ring in just a moment. We got action coming up Tuesday night at the Gardens. Want to remember, Tuesday night, that's what you're talking about. We'll give you the entire card a little bit later, but I do want to mention two particular bouts. One, a back alley street brawl combined...
Oh, Bethadone, yesterday somebody asked me to list my top 5 e-girls, and I named them, and you were on the list.
With a strap match where a strap will be on the top of a 10-foot pole involving the superstar Bill Dundee, Jerry Jarrett against Jimmy Hart and Ali Hussein. This is an unusual match, Bill, and it should be something that'll have more action than you can shake a stick at.
You said that right, Lance. This match was designed to get you, Snake. You've been in one before. You know what it's all about, and the people know how they work. Lance, usually when you get them down to the birthday suit, the match is over. Well, yeah, the back alley street brawl is over. Then the pole match starts hot. That's when it's legal to go get the strap and bring it down and whip the skin off of the people that has got nothing on. And that's going to be you and the oil chic.
Well, I listed you second.
Because I hate you, Snake, and I hate paying $1.50 for gas. And the people do cheek, and we're going to take...
I hate paying $1.50 for gas, says Dundee.
Get at you, high brother, and that's you,
So,
Snake, and
okay, so
he's
he's using the high gas prices to get heat on Ali Hassan. That's fantastic.
$1.50 for gas, and the people, that's the birthday suit, the match is over. Well, yeah, the back alley street brawl is over. Then the pole match starts hot. That's when it's legal to go get the strap and bring it down and whip the skin off of the people that has got nothing on. And that's going to be you and the oil chic. Because I hate you, Snake, and I hate paying $1.50 for gas. And the people do cheek, and we're going to take it at you, high brother, and that's a promise. Because Jerry Jarrett's the best there is at this kind of match. Thank you, Lance.
What a combination. And here's a guy...
Well, we don't need to talk about who was the first listed. We don't have to focus on that.
You wouldn't believe it. Then there is going to be a title match. Southern heavyweight champion, handsome Jimmy Valiant, goes against the big strong man right out of Minnesota, Paul Ellering. Handsome Jimmy.
He stole it, Lance. He stole the crown. He stole it like a thief in the night, baby. Like a cat burglar. Him and the Snake. They stole it, brother. Ellery, you want to beat a king so bad. You're not. I am. You want to beat a champion so bad. You're not. I am. I'm putting this champion belt up, brother. I'm bringing it to Louisville. It's going to be me and you, and I'm going to prove to you, in front of all those fans in Louisville, brother, you're not the king. You're not the champion.
You're wearing a trad dress.
I am. Ellery, if you got the guts, wear that crown to the ring, brother. And I promise all you fans, I'll slap it right off your head.
That's a mad, handsome Jimmy. You be there Tuesday. It, of course, is
Oh
always
my
a
God,
pleasure
this is
to be
amazing.
associating with champions, and a particular pleasure with these two gentlemen right here, Billy Robinson, Ken Lucas, the new Southern Tag Champions. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Lance. Lance, I'd like to say that it's a real privilege and honor to wear these Southern Tag Team belts on behalf of myself and Billy Robson. Myself and Billy trained very, very hard. We knew what we was up against, and I'd like to
Nothing
thank all the
under
people
it?
for their
Wow.
very, very fine support also. But I'd like to say one thing, Lance. When you have these belts, as long as you, and naturally you make more money when you have the belts, it's an honor and a privilege, like I said, to wear these belts. But you've got every top team in the country coming in to try to get the belts away from you. And myself and Billy know what we're going to be up against.
These
because
guys
they've
are
got some of the
awesome.
finest competition in the world right here in this vicinity. But we're going to do one thing, and we want to be the people's champion, and we're going to do everything we can to hold these belts for a long time.
It's kind of like the old guns in the old West that you hear about, Billy, that top gun that somebody's always wanting to challenge him in there and see if they can't get a piece of him, and that's the way it's going to
fair
be.
enough. We'll wrestle anybody anytime, but there's one thing I want to say. Sure, yeah, I'm proud of being a champion. We fought very hard for it, and we won it, and we want to keep on winning. But I'll tell you something, I'm not satisfied. You know, I'm normally a quiet-spoken person, and I believe that actions speak louder than words. But I was hurt. I was nearly put out of wrestling, and I will not be satisfied.
You wouldn't believe how much Cody Turbo's been simping for you through this whole show, Bethadone.
Until I've got even with the Assassins. And when I say even, we've got part the way there. We've taken the championship away from them. But that's not enough. I want to expose them. I want to take those masks off them. And that will expose them. But that, again, is not enough, Lance. I want to tell you once, and I want to say it now. I want to hurt them, and when I mean hurt, I mean physically hurt, and put them out of wrestling and put them in hospital. I'm saying no more.
Okay.
Yeah, did that ever go anywhere, though? I remember when he said he was thinking about getting a perm.
Robinson, Ken Lucas, Southern Tag Champs, the AWA representative.
He's trying to get into the Tom Selleck. He's trying to lean into the Tom Selleck accusations.
And there's some kind of stuff. I will say right here and now, I got to be honest about it, there are a lot of people that never believed that the Mighty Assassins would be beaten. That this is a team that always believed it. Ken and Billy never had any doubt about it. And by golly, they did it. Let's take a look at how they won those titles from the Assassins. Billy Robinson, Ken Lucas against the Assassins.
Oh, here we go.
Robinson on the ropes. Oh, yeah. Billy straddling that arm as he came down, now goes after the other assassin. He fires Ken Lucas into the assassin. There goes Robinson out of their ropes. I didn't even see how that happened. I'm sure you did. But they are caught
A blonde
right up above
perm.
us.
He owes Chat dyeing his hair blonde. We haven't forgotten. Even though I didn't personally donate.
Down. Looked to be like he loaded up that headgear. Here's Robinson from the outside. Billy knocked over on the table. Into the rope, 2, 3, he got him. That's the championship. "14 minutes, 25 seconds. The
What's
new
up, Prudent
champion,
Table?
Billy Robinson, Ken Lucas. Some happy people, I'll tell you, when there's all that action for a fact. Okay, we've got more wrestling action in the ring with Dr. D and Mr. C coming in here against the Superstar and Handsome Jimmy. We'll be back to it in just a moment.
Gross.
We're about ready to go.
Oh,
to the next
boy.
match. There's one of the participants right there, the king, the new king.
Don't be too sure you're ready to go. It may take him 35 minutes to decide.
Oh, thank you for the
You have
sparkles.
a very good point there.
Prudent
Handsome
Table.
Jimmy Valiant from the Big Apple.
The Silver King coming over with crown.
Woo! Let's see, baby. You can dig it, brother. Star Wars is back. King of the United States, baby. Hey, the only man that can reunite the Beatles. The only man that can reunite Superstar Billy and Star Wars Jimmy, baby.
Best of luck, Dave.
All right.
You like the ref?
He's headed back in the general direction of his corner.
Yes. Yep.
Climbing up on the apron. This is going to be
I remember the dono
10-minute
goal.
time limit match. Introducing at a total of 483 pounds on the left of your screen. From Jackson, Tennessee, Dr. D. David Schultz. And from North Carolina, Dennis Conner.
Good. Look at the hair on this side. Man, this is pro wrestling. I mean, this is the good shit. Outlandish hair. Look at Jimmy Valiant. Bill Dundee always
going against him at a total
always
of
dialed in.
483 pounds. Or rather, 453 pounds. From Australia, the superstar, Bill Dundee. And from New York City, handsome Jimmy Valiant. One fall, 10 minutes.
Wait, are you saying that she uses the adult content as a sedative, or are you saying that are you referencing like her profiting from it?
Time limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Here comes the crown.
You know, crew, her bread and butter was small penis humiliation.
Davey.
Yes, sir. Be right back, brother. Be right back, baby.
Handsome Jimmy said he'd be right back. Pick up all his refinements over here.
Got his eyes and his silver and all of that.
Dr. D, Mr. C. Let's see who's going to be starting on this side of the ring. Connery or Schultz? All right,
Man, the hair on Condrey and Schultz.
Schultz went in there after Dundee. Dundee drags him across the ring. Bounced him on his back. And right there was handsome Jimmy out on the apron. Star Wars.
Micro optics.
Dundee in the headlock. Not for long. He broke out of it. Got a quick wrist lock.
Methadone Clinic says she will tolerate but not celebrate those type of individuals.
Forced Schultz down to the mat. He's back to the corner, and here comes Hanson. Dr. D back to his corner. He goes for the tag, and here's Dennis Connery. Oh, look out. Jimmy Hart out here. Jimmy Hart has just stolen the crown of handsome Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't know it. Jimmy engaged against Dennis Connery and Dundee and the crowd trying to tell him.
What do you do? Why are you lurking in chat?
Happened. Dundee is saying, "Hey,
you're like a little you're like a little black flag grape vodka shark."
Don't forget, we got a match here. David Schultz says, "Oh, we got him now." Don't be too sure. Star Wars. Dennis Connery back on his feet. Jimmy Valiant right there to put him back down. Bill Dundee.
Dennis Connery's hair is just spectacular.
Tag. Dundee beats him with the forearm. Dundee, I'm not sure. Yeah, he popped him with a fist. Andre bites the dust. One. Count of two. David Schultz in there to break it up at the 2 count. Dundee starts after him. Connery grabs him from behind, and now both of them on Dundee.
Had an alcoholic psychosis crash out last night. Surrendered the rest of my vodka to my mother, entering rehab in July. Sober as a gopher.
Connery. What a backflip on Dundee. One. Handsome Jimmy is there to break up the count at 2. Connery with Dundee. It popped into the turn.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's up for like the travel or whatever, I don't see any reason why they couldn't. As many fucking shows as they have and stuff, they can't give him like a low card guy just to get him a paycheck. I mean, he's put his time in.
Buckle. Andre covers. Referee is trying to get handsome Jimmy back to his corner, though, so the referee does not start the count. Tag made, and here comes Dr. D, David Schultz. We're 3 minutes into the action. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. Dr. D, David Schultz with Bill Dundee in a hole. He's forcing his chin.
Making posts at 2 a.m. about how I don't have a husband or any children. Sober as a gopher.
Right. Dundee breaks the hole.
Remember that chain of
On his
posts she
feet.
made that night? Beth is the kind of person to completely out of nowhere, like, just make a post like that says like "bitch better not," and that's it, with no other context.
Dundee body slam Schultz. The cover 1, 2, but David Schultz breaks the cover at the 2 count. Tagged by Dundee and handsome Jimmy. Oh, he did an old Three Stooges number on him.
Yeah, Dr.
Looked him in
D's
the
the one
eye.
that slapped John Stossel.
He was warned about it by the referee, Valiant. Valiant into the turnbuckle. Schultz follows him in there, but Valiant was gone.
Oh, you know what, crew? Man, I'm so high, brother. Earlier on in the stream, you said something about an interview with Cody, and I thought that you were saying that Jeremy the comedian had interviewed Cody Turbo from the chat. And I've been like kind of mentally waiting to figure that mystery out. You're talking about Jimmy Hart had an interview with Cody Rhodes. Okay.
Valiant round behind. Full
It took me a while to
Modified
process
full
that.
Nelson. On David Schultz, Dundee off the rope with a right fist, and did he unload on David Schultz? Dennis Condrey in after the tag. Dennis on one knee saying, okay, enough of this brawling. Let's be friends. Dundee shakes his hand and then pops it. Well, Dundee knows better. There's a cover 1.
I was like, what is that? I was like, what the hell? What is that interview even about? Like, what would that be? What's it like in Mark's chat? Like, what's Jeremy gonna ask Cody Turbo? I was like, what a strange interview.
2 count. It's broken by Condrey.
Sober as a gopher.
Side suplex on Dundee. He can't follow up with a cover, though, because he hit pretty hard on his back himself. He wants a tag on Dr. D, David Schultz. Can't get to it. Dundee. Oh. Dundee put Condrey into the rope. Condrey with the shoulder butt coming off of there, and both of them on the mat. Condrey close to a tag on Schultz. He gets it. Can Dundee get the tag on Valiant? No. David Schultz got the tag, but Dundee unable to make it all the way to the corner. Number 1.
All right, hang
Number
on.
2, and Handsome Jimmy saves the day again. With a well-placed foot on David Schultz. Valiant and Condrey about to get into it. Referee trying to save.
Did you see your
order restored.
Did you see you won the poll over Paul? I was kind of surprised.
Boom. Dundee with a cover. Handsome Jimmy with a cover. But look out, David Schultz has got a foot on the bottom rope. The count will not start. Handsome Jimmy and Conley still going at each other. Everybody in the ring.
Okay, here's an example. We talked about this situation, but she made a post about she wasn't no pussy-ass bitch and you shouldn't mistake her for one. But then she went into whoever got my post, because it got taken down for having the word pussy in it, I think. She said, whoever got a post removed is a punk-ass bitch. And then she went on this tirade about videos move, and she thought that was the funniest thing she'd ever heard. Video moves. They move. Why is the video moving? That video was very moving. And she had sent a series of just like these maniacal laughs over and over, like 22 messages of maniacal laughter, and then it started to turn into anger over the fact that I wouldn't agree with her that it was funny. I was just ignoring it because it was really bizarre. And then she made a post kind of like apologizing, saying being insane is like insane, y'all. I'm officially in the sane gang. I'm a real knee slapper. I'm just your average fun-loving guy. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Fight me. I am a husband and I am a wife. I'm a doctor. I'll save your life. I'm on a roll. I hit the fucking pipe and I hit the fucking pedal because that motherfucker is not going to point a gun at me. How do I do it? Perfection. Sober as a gopher.
Dundee, right fist to the jaw. But from behind, Dennis Condrey got him in the back as he was headed back for the corner. Oh, what a battle this one's been all the way. Leg high in the air, and he caught Bill right across the throat. A cover by Schultz, but Handsome Jimmy is there again.
What do you want me to do? Hey, listen. No. Betha, don't look at me. No.
Before the count could start, Dennis Condrey comes in as Valiant.
These were not DMs. These were all public community posts. The 22 DMs was in specific to her finding the fact that videos moved to be the funniest thing she'd ever heard, and I wouldn't agree with her, and she got upset about it.
At each other, it's Condrey and Dundee, Schultz and Dundee, the two legal men in the ring. Handsome Jimmy back out on the apron. Dennis
Yeah, those
Condrey
were public posts.
in his corner. We're at 6 minutes 50 seconds of the action. 6:50 expired. It's a 10-minute time limit match, remember. Dennis Condrey grabs Dundee from outside. Dr. D challenging Handsome Jimmy over across the way. 7 minutes gone. That means there are 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left in a 10-minute time limit match. Dundee walking to the corner with the tag. He was confident he had it.
When she told me that she was going into rehab, and she was going to get her behavior right, I sent her back in all caps. I put, "Are you really, though?"
He caught him from behind, 6 inches away from the tag on Handsome Jimmy.
Like, you couldn't send that to very many people, but I thought I could send it to her.
Clothesline by Condrey. Count is 1, 2. 2 count. Dundee breaks it. It was 2.9, really. It was so close to the 3 count when Dundee broke it. Condrey, Schultz, tag. Top of the head, a forearm by David Schultz. Count of 1, 2. 2 count at Dundee. Yeah, boy. Last instant. Dundee.
She insists that she is, by the way.
Schultz drops with that big forearm. Dundee had moved that time. There's a tag. Dundee went after Schultz. Tag had already been made on Condrey.
Jokester.
Condrey. Abdominal stretch, but Handsome Jimmy. Well, Handsome Jimmy tried to get in there to help out, but the referee sends him back to the corner. David Schultz off the ropes. There's a cover 1. Dundee slips out of it. He slipped the cover.
Now they're getting on the referee about not counting.
Condrey hits hard. Time is beginning to be a very definite factor. There's a cover, 2.
What was going on within your chat? It seemed like some of the people in the chat were really pissed off at you for some reason.
2 count on Condrey. Here comes Handsome Jimmy as Dundee gets the tag. 1 minute left. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Man, they
left
told
in
you
the
down
time
to the
limit.
minute. Wow.
Condrey, Schultz, run together by Handsome Jimmy.
Here's the thing, though, with Bethadone in the Discord DMs is that she doesn't really. I think she knows I'm not going to see them at 2 a.m. I won't see them till the next day. So it's not like she's like insistent of a response. She just likes to, She just likes to speak.
Schultz and Condrey meet again in the center of the ring. Cover by Valiant on Schultz. 1, 2, 2 count. And Schultz breaks out of it. Dundee with a cover on Condrey. But it's Handsome Jimmy and Schultz. They're the two people in the ring. We have 30 seconds left.
In fact, she'll frequently inquire as to, am I listening to all of them? And like, would I be willing to take a quick quiz to prove that I'm listening to all of them?
Time about out, Dave.
15 seconds.
15 seconds to go. We are out.
That's it.
Nope.
That is it.
Nope,
Time
Billy.
is up. Dundee going for the sleeper on Schultz, but time has expired.
Yeah, maybe some personal satisfaction, but it's all over, Dave. That's it.
Right, it's going to be a draw. 10 minutes, the full time.
Time's up.
Time's
All
up.
there is to it.
Yeah, she'll send one to like a she'll send a message and be like, "Oh my God, I'm so scared right now." And I'll see it the next morning and I'll be like, "What's going on?" And she'll be like, "IDK, LOL."
Time is up, Dennis. New.
Boy, what a match.
Both teams dissatisfied. Both of them want some more action in there. But
Didn't you once say, ATF, that it looked like Bethadone got her wardrobe at the baby gap?
the time is up. Yeah. Jimmy, you get your eyes and your silver and the whole Magilla there. Okay. So it ends up as a draw as the 10-minute time limit went by. And we ended up with no pin. Boy, they were close in there, as a matter of fact.
10-minute Broadway.
Had a situation in there while the referee was trying to get Dundee and we had it taken in the back, Jimmy. Don't worry about it. Nobody stole it. Worried about his crown, huh?
They did. Steve.
Oh, did they? Did I miss it?
Jimmy Hart came out here and grabbed the crown. He was out here in a flash, took the crown, and headed right back. Handsome Jimmy was involved in the action with Condrey at the time, and he didn't see what happened. But that's what happened to it. Hart's got it.
We'll take time out right now, and we're going to be back.
I like how somebody commented on one of your recent lives that you were short, and you were like, "I'm a berserker class."
Just a moment.
Wrestling.
Channel 3's Championship Wrestling back to the ring in just a moment, but by golly, we got plenty of it. I want to tell you for a fact. Tuesday night, we told you, the Louisville Gardens, and don't forget, Tuesday night on the regular night. Listen to the entire card that'll be coming up Tuesday. What a bunch of names. Steve Regal and Rick Morton open against Buddy Wayne and David Oswald. Here is a match that'll be worth the price of admission in itself. Take my word for it. 4 big
What else
guys.
are we guilty of? Is that the name of your next
Sugar
novel?
Bear Harris and his brother, the Candyman Ray Candy, going against Sonny King and his brother Shaft. Then it's going to be the Gibsons, Rick and Robert, against David Schultz and Dennis Condrey. Billy Robinson and Ken Lucas against the Assassins in a Southern Tag Team Championship match with a title against the Mask. We've already told you the back alley brawl with a pole match attached. Hart and Hussein against Dundee and Jarrett. The Southern Heavyweight title match
alley
with
brawl.
Handsome Jimmy going against
Back alley brawl with a pole attached.
Paul Ellering all Tuesday. Hey, we got action that fortunately took place somewhere else. Listen,
Oh,
as we
boy.
went away, what happened? Handsome Jimmy and
When you weren't in here, Cody was like sweeping for you relentlessly, and now that you're in here, he's got to tear you back down again.
Bill Dundee came roaring out, and they were running around after.
What do you
Ellering,
mean
who
crucifying
was taking the
us?
crown.
What does that
Okay,
mean?
I want to get back to
Who's
what I was
us?
saying.
You
We had
and
some action between
Dandelion?
David Schultz and the Gibsons, Robert Gibson in particular, and Rick Gibson went against Dennis Condrey.
Oh my God,
It's
pizzerias!
interesting, the
Ugh.
interplay between the two matches. I want you to
What a
take look,
dickhead
because
for
Robert
bringing it up, man.
Had this match won,
Oh,
a
man.
lot of opinions. I guess I'm going to have to if you're coming out here to make this comment.
on, Valiant and Dundee, come out of the studio here.
Okay, is manic a crime?
Everything I do is right, man. Everything I do is right, Daddy. Everything the heartthrob here does
David,
is right.
I was getting ready to show.
No, we have to. Everybody has to stand on their own in the boy.
Dennis and Rick.
Except Grace Thorpe.
Anytime you put me on
She
the
has
tube,
to
Daddy,
support her desperately in need of assistance father.
David Schultz against it. You'll get a chance. Don't worry. Action with a match. David Schultz. You're looking at him. Dr. D, as he calls himself. Dave stands about 6'4", 6'5", weighs in at 265.
Is manic a crime?
Jackson, Tennessee is his home.
Okay, is manic a crime? That's a good
He's
T-shirt.
going against Robert Gibson, the younger of the Gibson brothers out of Pensacola, Florida.
Sent left.
David is down. Single leg sweep. Look at here. Man, this action I don't believe. These are not junior heavyweights in there either. And look at that action. We're about 4 minutes into the bout. So one fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee
Man,
is
now
Paul
I
Morton.
want McDonald's.
Mid-South Coliseum. Filling up on a Sunday afternoon.
Don't they have some kind of somebody told me they have a McNugget meal right now. Some kind of special thing.
Dr. D going for something in there. I watch him, Rap. I see. Grabbed him by the midsection of his wrestling attire and jerked him into that knee. Again. Over the shoulder, cover 2, and Robert is out. Ooh. Robert Gibson thrown into the ropes. He almost flipped over. He was able to get his hand down on the
It's a
apron.
glorious
And Schultz just
blonde
keeps
afro,
charging
too.
in there. With Robert hanging over the ropes and the referee gets him back, he just charges again. One, two, and Robert slips out. 2 count, that's all.
Defend you from what? Cody's just stating his opinion. Like it's not an opinion. Really can't be wrong. I guess. Like he's entitled to his opinion. He's not attacking you. He's just stating his opinion. Refuses to cut the grass.
Up on a second rope is Dr. D. And he missed.
Wow, that's a good deal on those pizzas. I don't know. I feel like I could eat a Domino's thin crust Italian sausage with extra sauce pizza every night and never get sick of it.
That had to hurt. Any way you look at it. Boy, he hit that deck hard. Robert
She's drinking
rolled away.
Crystal Pepsi. Oh my God, look at him.
Okay, now it's at that point right there, David, I made an honest appraisal. I thought that Robert Gibson had you beat right then and there. Bam, a big drop kick in there. Took you down on the action. You were down.
Bethadone knows she's got heat with Cody Turbo right now, so she's going to make a Paul Mall short because she knows that'll really melt Cody's heart again.
Down on the mat. Now,
This was all just emotional manipulation from Cody Turbo toward Bethadone Clinic. He's really treating her like she's a vending machine. You know, you give her a negative attention so she'll produce a short that you want. It's pretty sickening.
all right, now just stand there and watch it. Step over to hold. Robert Gibson
Very
in control.
manipulative.
He's going in for that bridge, and who is that?
Who
Dennis
is it?
Condry.
Did you see
That's
it?
who it
Dennis
was.
Condry.
That's exactly right.
Remember when
He
Mr.
had
T
you
was in
beat.
World of
Dennis
Warcraft?
Condry came firing in the ring.
Boy,
and
had a pair of brass knucks. That's the only reason I came in that ring. Hey, he was going to use them knucks on my man right here. We don't allow that.
They say
in our
Mr.
town.
T can't change the World of Warcraft. He ain't no computer hacker.
Yeah.
Dennis came out there and
They were trying
interrupted
to
it.
double team my partner here, David Schultz. They had a pair of brass knucks, Had the whole works fixing to put him out, Lance Russell. I went out there to make a size even.
That's right, that's it. That's the holy truth,
Make
man.
a size
That's the
even.
holy truth.
Yep, well, I'll tell you what, that isn't the way it looked from here, and you saw exactly what was happening. Robert had gone to the step-over toe hold. He was going into the bridge to get the pin on it. Bang, here comes
Ain't no way the man can pin this man right here, Lance Russell.
See, Bethadone was under fire, so she's maximizing. She's using Paul Mall as a shield against Cody's negativity.
Lance, Gibson can't beat me. I want to tell you something. Right here in front of the whole television audience, all over the world, they'll be able to say, get the Gibson out here. Show me he can beat me. You wait here, Dennis.
You guys have already had a match in here.
I'll show you abuse.
You guys have already had one match in
That's
here.
okay. We're in shape, baby. We go to the gym. We stay in the gym 4 or 5 hours a day. I know you can tell by looking at him. Now look at my man here. He's ready. He's hot, baby. Can't nobody pin this man right here. I'm telling you. Boy.
Yep, Paul
The
was sweet.
impossible dream of 1980. The impossible dream to beat the team. The team consisting of the heartthrob.
Yes, Night of Mohawk.
Dr. D. David Schultz. Now where's Gibson?
The Mohawk grenade.
He's so mighty. Come on out here, you little snotty-nosed punk.
Hey, come on now. Let's just knock off with a conversation. If they want to see. Okay, now I'll show you what kind of guys. We got another tape in there that involved Dennis Condrey's match against Rick Gibson, which took place after it. And just tell me how fair this one was right here, and you'll see what the Gibsons have to do.
All right.
True. Is this James Edward Holden in the front row here?
Boy, we're right away into action. One bout to another. Rick Gibson said, let's get out of the way, and he's in there, but Dennis Condrey, after a suplex and a clothesline, he puts the Pensacola product down hard several times.
Whoa!
And Rick on a backdrop thrown way up in the air. Robert over at ringside. David Schultz, who got disqualified because of Condrey in that last match. Dennis Condrey going all his way as he really has gotten Rick down and has just pounded him.
James Edward Holden and Luke West, yeah. Like, they could win a match and Jimmy would be real excited and Luke would be like, who cares, man? It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And then, like, Jimmy could always be trying, no, you got to look at the bright side, man. Think about the sick, evil freaks.
Condrey looking much bigger than the last. Now, at least 20 pounds heavier than the last time I saw him. Looks in great shape. Condrey will go in at 250 or better.
Yeah, you're kind of describing James Edward Holden.
Big power slam, one. And Rick Gibson kicks out. I thought that was going to be it in less than 2 minutes. I've never seen anybody beat Rick Gibson in less than 2 minutes. But Condrey got him early. Mashing those ears. The referee was standing waiting to disqualify him if he drops him on his head. Look at that. Gibson straight up. He backdropped Condrey. The referee was telling
Oh,
Condrey
April's firing back.
illegal. And
You say that till she starts, like, showing up at the homes of these company CEOs and being like, HEF Media will like me. Bring back the Jell-O pudding pops, bitch.
Straight up in the air over his head. And here comes Rick Gibson. Sleeper. Here comes Schultz. Disqualification on Condrey. Dummy, there it was, David Schultz. You had no business coming out of the corner. Dennis Condrey was supposed to be wrestling
right here.
Yeah.
Hey, he wants to always interfere in a match. Excuse me. Let him interfere right now. Get him in the ring here, Lance Russell.
Yeah, well.
Get him on in here.
Disqualification, I want to point out, in both of those matches on you guys, and that's exactly what happened. David got disqualified. Dennis got disqualified.
Looks great.
Interview. Listen, David, we told you.
He just needed to come alive
All
again.
month. Right now, we're going to take a break, and we're going to be back.
April's got some lead back in his pencil again. His tapered pencil. Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, now's your chance to see 13 of the world's greatest professional wrestlers featured in a triple main event at the National Guard Armory in Buchel.
He likes to call you Bathe Alone.
You can see Big Walter Johnson, ex-pro football player with the Cleveland Browns, versus the fabulous Joe Valiant. And the Von Bronner twins versus Louisville's own Joe Hall and Bill Helm for the United States Tag Team title. See other great stars like Dale Mann versus Ron Starr.
This is the one I want to see. Too Small Jones versus the Bionic Boy. Bethadone Clinic would tolerate but not celebrate Too Small Jones.
See midgets versus midgets, girls versus girls. You can even see the Masked Assassin versus a 750-pound wrestling bear. Buy your tickets in advance and save $1. Day of Fight, $4 and $5 seats available for adults, $3 for children. This is a chance in a lifetime to see championship wrestling at its best. That's tonight, beginning at 8 o'clock at the National Guard Armory in Buchel. That's tonight.
I could eat an entire bag too,
beginning
man.
at 8
Shut up
o'clock
about
at
him.
the National Guard Armory in Buchel. Don't miss it.
You guys, please, just leave it on. You've had your match here, and...
Hey, move me. We are not going nowhere till the Gibsons come out here.
Come on, Gibsons. Come on out.
The man had my man here beat. What Google-eyed little freak, he can't beat nobody. Much less this man right here. Now get him out here, Lance Russell. What seems to be the problem here?
Well, the problem
We're going to have to serve a warrant on him to get him out here or what?
You don't have to serve anything. I was simply commenting on the film. It looked to me that Robert Gibson had David beat till you came in the ring, and that's all.
John Dottis. Yellow John Dottis. That's what they got right down the back. Big old yellow string.
Are you open to wifing up Bethadone if she can bring those foods back?
You don't have to prove anything.
Let me sell it for you. If he wants me, baby, he can have me right now.
Oh, come on now, Rick. We don't know. Listen, you guys, hey.
Uh-oh.
Rick.
Not him. We want the little young Gibson. No. Not him. No, baby.
No, you ain't pulling this on me. I want the young one out here. Get the young one. You said
Well, there's a Gibson.
No,
You were talking about the Gibson.
No, we want the young one, baby. Not him. We want the little goo-goo out of him.
They wanted a Gibson. There's one right there. He's ready for
You better get out of here while you're healthy. I'm going to tell you something. We want the little young Gibson out here. We want the young Gibson out here.
Uh-oh.
Hey, well, you got...
Big mistake.
Come on. But, hey, listen, if you got...
Hey, listen.
David, you're just causing trouble. You wanted a Gibson, and we had a Gibson out
We
here.
want the young Gibson. That right there. That's what we want. The little goo-goo out of him right there.
Well, there he is. He keeps hollering for Robert,
Let me tell you, the tape just showed, you just said it, Lance, the tape just showed we can beat y'all anytime.
I mean, is there even anything close to pizzerias available on the market? I don't think so.
Showed it, baby. It showed it.
All we did was make a comment to that fact that you had him beat when he came roaring in the ring, and now they were...
So crisp.
Let me put on my tights right here, and I'll be right back out and take care of this. What?
Robert, well... David Schultz apparently, and Dennis Condrey not leaving. Robert going back to put some tights on. He's going to. So we may not have the last match. We may have another match as David Schultz and Dennis Condrey refusing to leave out here. We had one Gibson out. They didn't like that Gibson. They wanted another Gibson, so...
A little young one. We want the young one in here.
Well, he's not afraid of it.
How's the representation for Jack in the Box in the Bay Area?
Okay.
Right there. Fine. Okay.
I'll stay out here with you.
Okay. Robert Gibson coming back in.
Hey,
Rick Gibson gonna, well, no, if you're staying out here, he's gonna stay
Get
out
out of here, boy. Okay, I'll leave. I'm gone, baby. I'm gone.
Dennis Condrey going out, and Dave, I guess we got to say a makeup match here, which is fine with me.
Makeup
super
match.
match going that we saw the tape on. Yeah, that's great. Here we go.
Wow, Robert Gibson singles with Dr. D.
In action in the ring.
Top talent, man, and I love this show.
Are you sure that's still going on, the FIFA? What, I mean, what's different about it? Any recommendation for snacks? No, but I want to try their like jalapeno poppers and cheese sticks, whatever their store brand is. Are you sure they still have the FIFA thing? Is it, don't you just get like a Big Mac sauce? I don't want that for I feel like that's disgusting.
Yeah, I'll bet. They'd be right up your staying in there. They make a Jew out of it.
Well, here comes Condrey.
Ring the bell. Yeah, okay. Once again, Dennis Condrey interferes. As Condrey comes running in as soon as Robert gets an upper hand. Here comes Rick Gibson. Jimmy Hart jumped. Rick Gibson was coming in, and Hart jumped him from behind.
I don't like the
What a
tenders.
miss. Come on.
Robert Gibson being worked on by both Schultz and Condrey up there in the ring, and you see what's going on here between Hart and Rick Gibson.
They got Robert busted open. I just realized that. We were watching this Hart jump
Oh
on
man,
Rick
those
Gibson.
Taco Bell, whatever they have, it was like something, some kind of hot something that they've got. Diablo or something on the nuggets. They were so good.
Down here, Rick trying to get up and help his brother out. And Gibson trying to shake loose as Robert in the ring being assaulted by Schultz and Condrey.
I'm in the tub, bitch. You're in the tub? Make a short about it.
Being jumped by both Schultz and Condrey. Rick trying to minister to Robert up there. Wow.
Officially, that's going to be disqualification time on at 34 seconds. Robert gets the win, but not a satisfying one at all.
There wasn't anything
Let's
official
fucking
about it.
with you, thanks.
They can get Robert out. He's
14
asking
bucks.
referee Jerry Calhoun.
What?
to
How much
help
does
him
a
out there,
FIFA
and,
meal cost? $8? 14 bucks. So what?
Schultz and Condrey pounded him hard, and so I tell you what, we're going to.
It's me could find that digging through his couch cushions.
We're going to take a break and see if they can get Robert.
No, I'm not going to make
back
a
to
short about the
minister to him.
shorts.
Schultz
No.
and Condrey, they just
Quit
pounded
fixating.
him.
You're a
I was
weirdo.
watching
Stop being
Hart down
weird.
there. Rick Gibson came in and Hart jumped him from behind. He was like a bulldog, like he had him in the teeth. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll take time out, and we're going to be back with more wrestling action right after this. haven't seen all that action that's coming up, by God, there
Bethadome's
may
going
still
to
be
get
more
into
to come, so you stay right there.
international
We
cup
told you about two
sales.
particular bouts of interest, boy. A back alley street brawl that's going to have a pole with a strap attached to it, all in one match. Jimmy Hart, how's that? What are you laughing about? That
Let me,
won't be
you know why I'm laughing? Because I asked for this match, you big jerk. Two things I hate: bleach blondes and midgets, man. Bleach blondes and midgets, and let me tell you something. It seems like Louisville has got a lot of bleach blondes and a lot of midgets, but there's going to be two less there this Tuesday night. I can't wait. And as far as
No,
the
I
Southern
said
heavyweight
Bethadone
champion
is
goes,
fixating.
You're looking at the next Southern heavyweight champion right here, Paul the King Ellerin. Tell him, Paul, baby.
already hot about you guys.
Oh, Paul's the
stealing
king
the
now.
crown away from me.
She told me when he can do that.
Yeah, see, Beth, this guy's name is Precious Paul Ellering, and Cody Turbo, whenever you weren't in the chat, he was simping for you so hard. He was like, more like Precious Paul, and he spelled it like the name of your cat.
$2 a gallon. You're talking about stealing
I'm tired
a
of
crown
paying
lamp.
$1.50.
How can you steal something that belongs to you in the first place? This crown was destined to be on my head. Look at this Roman profile. Look at me. Get the camera right in here. Get me. This is a Roman profile.
Nice
I
line.
was destined to be the king the day I was born. And I'm making two decrees. One, your name is now Lance Muscle. Two, I want full-length mirrors in every dressing
Lance
room
Muscle.
I wrestle in. And three, Handsome Jimmy. Star Wars, Handsome Jimmy, you're going to feel pain you've never felt before.
That's how he
'Cause I'm gonna
manipulates
beat
you, through Paul.
Like I beat my own dog. I'm not beating you like
Stay
I beat
out
my
of it,
dog.
please.
I'm gonna kick you, and you're gonna whimper, and you're gonna whine, and you're gonna stick your tail between your legs, and you're gonna beg, and you're gonna say, Mr. Ellering, you are...
The water may seem calm, but it's like one of those moments in prison when several of the unstable inmates are starting to stir all at the same time.
The king of wrestling. Look at this body. Look at this arm. I can't believe it. Look at this body.
And
Whoa.
enthusiastic Paul Ellering, Jimmy Hart, Ali Hussein. You'll see him Tuesday night. Plenty of action.
Regional cups.
Very, really messed up the whole day on what was a nice, peaceful, action-packed day, and then it turned into uncontrolled riot with Schultz and Connery in here. How about let's recap best we can as to what happened today.
Okay, in the opening match, Rick and Robert Gibson against Buddy Wayne and David Oswald. The Gibsons won it. 3 minutes, 28 seconds was the time on it. Then it was David Schultz and Dennis Connery, Dr. D and Mr. C against Bill Dundee and Handsome Jimmy Valiant. We expected it to be one of those action-filled matches. It was. As a matter of fact, it was for the full 10-minute time limit. Time expired after 10 minutes, so the match is a draw between Schultz and Connery and Dundee and Jimmy Valiant. Then we had a change, a match that was previously unscheduled. David Schultz and Dennis Connery out here saying, come on, get the Gibsons out here. They did. They got Robert Gibson in the ring.
Quit causing
Robert
problems,
Gibson
Bethadone.
against David Schultz.
Craig Fingerling
Robert
is
Gibson
watching.
will get a technical win on it by disqualification because Dennis Connery interfered after 34 seconds. But Gibson also got bad
He's
cut on
keeping a
his
close eye on you because he knows the Thorpes are very litigious. And if they sense there's any kind of tomfoolery going on, then there could be a lawsuit.
And that was that one. So officially, though, the winner is going to be Robert Gibson.
Yeah, I think the only thing I would add to that is the fact that when Rick Gibson tried to help his brother in there, simply as a matter of that Jimmy Hart, who was out with an interest in Connery and Schultz, lying in wait, jumped him. The first thing I knew was
Boy,
here's
Madness
Hart
has
bang
to
with
be on
Gibson
the
down
up and
floor.
up.
Hart's on his back holding on to him, looking like a bulldog grabbing onto the leg in there. And he was keeping Rick out of the ring and let Connery and Schultz administer a beating on Robert in there. So that is the way it went. And that is all the time that we have. Championship Wrestling next week for Dave Brown, Lance Russell. Bye-bye, everybody.
Wow. What is it now? You said it's a, hold on, maybe there's is there a commercial for it, you think? For the FIFA meal? Uh-oh, here we go. Here, we tried the new McDonald's FIFA World Cup meal. Oh, wait, here's the, well. FIFA Cups are coming. This is what he wants. Gee, thanks.
Dos pilares da vitória, eles vieram.
Ronaldinho, Lamine Yamal, Thierry Henry, Jimenez, David Beckham, Samson Davis, Christian Pulisic.
Here you go. One FIFA Cup meal. Thank you.
Aye.
So these are the cups. Yo, Grimace. Okay, so these are the cups.
Got the cups.
Is that for real? Is that really what we're talking about here? You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Alright. I gotta get out of here. Alright, thanks for hanging out. I might be back. I don't know. I've got to think of something that's in my time window that we can review. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll be back with more wrestling on Tuesday with XPW. And then there'll be, of course, Combat next Wednesday as we finally have the Bethadone Clinic versus Grace Thorpe. And then wrestling will be back again after that on Friday morning. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you soon.